Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we're going to start off by giving all praises and immense glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Sincere shalom to the hopeful elect. All right. Pretty much we're going to open up this camp right here with, staying in order and what happens when you don't stay in order, right? Because a lot of jakes, they really don't understand this, man. The Lord has set up certain individuals to lead the way, okay? Now, it starts off with the apostles of Great Millstone going down, but then going down, you got camp leaders, you got officers, you got sergeants. It's just like a military, right? And everybody got to stay in order under who they're under, right? People basically, you got to be subject to the authority that the Lord set up, right, in your general area, man. Okay, and you got dudes right now and women, okay, that are, just hell bent on trying to do their own fucking thing, right? Trying to go an alternative route, okay, and there's examples in the scriptures that show you what happens to individuals that try to go alternative routes, right? Individuals that think that they have a better idea, that the spirit is working with me more and I'm gonna bring it out like this, motherfuckers is like on purposely at this point trying to oppose the teachings of Great Millstone. You know what I mean? Great Millstone say this, they say that. Great Millstone say cut your hair, niggas is purposely wearing long hair now. Mm-hmm. Great Millstone say don't be a sodomite, niggas is coming up with crafty ways how they could have anal sex with a woman. Right? At this point, you niggas is just rebellious just to be rebellious. All right? And this has always been a problem, okay, within our nation. Rebellious niggas that, basically want to take glory for themselves. Okay? And it ain't about our individual glory. All right? This is about glorifying Yahweh Shai. Okay? Because ain't none of us really got it on this side. We all poor. We're all trying to just trying to survive in this society, man. Okay? Yeah, even like these high class Israelite groups like IUIC, right? Sakari, they get money, but it ain't nothing compared to the global elites, right? They don't own anything. So they're in the same stead as the rest of us, man. Okay, it's just that they more flashy with it and they sign more deals and they sold out. Okay, so that way they could present themselves as being somebody that got it all. You know what I mean? But really they going against the grain, okay? Because that's not how Yahweh Shai set things up. Yahweh Shai, he didn't come on the planet and it was big balling like that, man. All right, now we know that Yahweh Shai, he was Solomon in the reincarnation and that was his time to ball. But look what happened to him, right? When he had access to all the riches in the world, he corrupted them. He corrupted himself. He corrupted himself with chasing after women, and the riches pretty much got to his head, right? And then in the book of Ecclesiastes, Solomon tells you straight up that all of that shit is vanity, and it ain't gonna do nothing but corrupt you, right? So for these dudes that's thinking that it's cool to go against the grain for some sort of temporary carnal glory, okay, the Lord is getting ready to deal with you niggas, man. Okay, because that's out of order and you ain't doing nothing but sowing confusion within the nation. You got all our people fucked up and still thinking that you could be a lone wolf. You know how many lone wolf Israelite camps there are out here in Southern California? This dude's just popping up out of nowhere with a camp. You're like, who the hell is this dude? You know what I mean? You driving in the city of Long Beach, it's just some random jakes just on the corner just preaching. And it's like, that's cool. You know what I mean? You got to get it how you live. You working out your own salvation. But how come we ain't never heard of you?
Minds of Israel.
You know? How come you ain't, you know what I mean?
It's the Lions of Israel every week.
You ain't never come check in. You know what I mean? You ain't never come break bread. How come we don't know you? Y'all just out there doing your own thing, and then when an order come out, you know, like that affiliate camp order, a lot of them dudes that's on the outskirts, they was getting butthurt about that, man. Pissed the fuck off. You know, and that revealed a lot of their true intentions, because really a lot of them niggas is just naturally rebellious, man.
I got a pre that fits.
Can I
Yep.
say something real quick? Hey, a great example, what reminded me when this brother was speaking was them spiritual life lesson dudes. They started changing the breakdowns in their like the last like couple videos they did, because it's been like 6 months since they actually made a video, but they started changing the breakdowns of Revelations, the breakdowns of all these different that have been around for years, and then the Lord shut their mouths up.
Yep.
You know, the Lord shut them up.
Remember, there's a body. You know what I'm saying? Dudes forget that there's a body of Hamashiach, of Yahushua, who were English called Jesus Christ. It's not a literal body. I'm gonna read it. So if you outside of if you're not with the direct body, you know, Yahushua spoke of those who, you know, those who prophesy in my name, if they not against me, they with us. But as the church got tighter, when you go into the book of Acts, once the persecution set in, once Yahushua went on the cross, he came back, you know, the believers, they became closer. They started holding church and stuff, and you know, in-house. You know, they were opening their houses for one another, putting everything together, all of their possessions. You know what I'm saying? And not keeping nothing back, because that's all they had was each other. And then the persecution was being laid on them. All right, everybody was bugging out around. So the fact, just trying to make sense of you guys that separate yourselves, that's not in the spirit. Yahushua said he gonna gather his elect, you know. But this is 1 Corinthians 12:12. For as the body is one and has many members, and all the members of that one body, being many, are one body, so also is Yahushua. I'm gonna just skip down. 17. If the whole body were an eye, where were the hearing? If the whole were hearing, where were the smelling? Skip down. Okay, so I just wanted to make that point. We don't have to go through the whole thing. Let me hit 25. That there be no schism in the body, but that the members should have the same care for one another. And we're going to all speak the same thing. So it might be, you know, you might not know the whole body. You might not know brothers that close. You might be close with specific bros. But in the spirit, we all going to be speaking the same thing. We're going to be on the same mindset. You know, a lot of times we come back around bros we ain't seen in a minute. And it'd be like, oh, that's the spirit. You start chopping it up. We all thinking the same thing. We going through the same stuff throughout the week. You know what I'm saying? You might do a lesson. You didn't even get to see the apostles yet, or another brother. But y'all, somehow, another brother tell you, hey, brother, you did a lesson. Hey, apostle went into that. So you guys that's like separating yourselves, it's only it's a breach. It's like a swelling breach, like you know, a balloon ready to pop. Right. Lord gonna make that stuff manifest, because we don't really understand right now. Like, you might be personally cool with certain brothers. It's like, he cool though. Yeah. But there's a reason why, you know, you're on the outskirts. Maybe the Lord have mercy. I don't know. But, you know, that order is important. We're getting ready to go into that.
Can I get a quick precept?
Yeah, go ahead.
Quick precept, because this brother's about to bring in a few, you know, instances in the scriptures that showed what happened to men who were out of order. But this is Proverbs 16:25. It also is the same in Proverbs 14:12. It says, there is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. And, you know, all throughout the scriptures, you got men who thought they were doing the right thing. Oh, these niggas ain't doing it right. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to bring it out, and I'm going to show real brotherly love. You know what I'm saying? That's what they always accuse us of. Is, oh, they don't really show love. You know what I'm saying? They don't really got the spirit. You know what I mean? But hey, the end thereof of those dudes' paths was death, and they got a lot of other people killed with them. You know?
Right. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because, you know, what that's called is insubordination. You know what I mean? You're wait on this. Yeah, that's called insubordination. And insubordination is pretty much not following direct orders. All right? Because Yahushua, when he left the earth, okay, he went back into the heavens, all right? Who did he give the authority to? He gave the authority to Peter and the rest of the church, okay? He said, Peter, this is who I'm going this is who I'm going to build my rock on. I'm going to give you the keys. And that's how we know Peter was King David in the reincarnation. And King David was Moses in the reincarnation. All right, now wrap your mind around that. All right, 3 prominent leaders in the scriptures that had roles to lead the people. And that authority was given directly from Yahushua each time, each reincarnation, that authority was given from Yahushua. All right? So everybody knew when it came down to Moses, Peter, King David, they knew not to cross a certain line because they knew the Lord was dealing with him straight up. All right? Now, in these latter days, dudes should be able to see, okay, who the Lord is dealing with at this point. All right? And you should know not to cross certain boundaries, and you should know to be obedient to the order. All right? But a lot of these dudes, they're naturally rebellious.
Yeah.
In their personal life, they rebellious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got that spirit, that mama boy spirit. No, you can't tell me what to do. No, I ain't letting no grown man tell me what to do. Who you think you is? You telling me what to do, giving me orders. Ain't no man gonna tell me what to do. See, that's that bullshit that you learned in the world, man.
Hey,
okay.
These niggas are airballing. You remember
Yeah.
you remember in Fresh Prince when Carlton got jealous of Will Smith because Will was balling?
Right.
And Carlton grabbed the ball and took the final shot. He was like, fuck that, I'm gonna take it. He airballed.
Yeah. Yep.
That compete spirit.
He got jealous, bro.
Yep.
Jay getting that competition spirit, they gotta outdo you. You're supposed to be building together. And another thing, there was men that walked off on Yahushua, and he asked his disciples, are you gonna walk off too? Because the Lord would often say things that was kind of hard on the ears. Those who wasn't meant to, be the elect, he would say stuff that would offend. And then they, certain men would just walk off. They was walking with Yahushua, they was a part of that discipleship, and then they would hear something he would say, oh man, that's too much for me, just dip off. And then guys don't take, they take everything serious but the truth, because really in the back of their mind they think this truth is corny, it's weak. They don't look at this as the armies of the Most High.
Right.
Whereas at Isaiah 13, his sanctified ones, his mighty men, the Lord is establishing his mighty men, which are the angels, and his sanctified ones, the prophets on the earth, are just laying back until we get the green light to bring this place down. Because the scriptures say we're gonna get to reward this place. We get our bodies changed, but we have to wait, we have to endure. That's what the saying that shall be saved will endure. But that endurance is really just waiting and bearing the afflictions that come with us bearing our iniquities. We got ourselves to this point. Now we're in a society that's completely finished. So there's a level of humility. Jake, forget that. Like,
Right. Yeah.
bro, you just gotta wait this thing out the right way.
Yeah.
Striving for the mastery's imperfection, though. We gotta go to the scriptures. We gotta listen. We gotta take counsel from the body, from one another. That's how we're gonna be perfected. Because the rest of it is just waiting, catching hell and shit.
Jake forget who he was before the truth got presented to him. You was a goddamn scoundrel, bro. You was smoking weed, committing adultery, right? Doing all manners of evil, and then you come into this truth for a couple years, and now you trying to take over. That's not humble. Okay, the Lord, that's why he brought out that little child to say everybody should be like this little child. A child is ready to learn. Okay, you're supposed to be like that your whole duration through this truth, man. All right? And yeah, you even supposed to be like that with men that are above you in the spirit, in the flesh, man. Okay, it's still elders. If the elders came around, we still get goosebumps being around them. But that's our humility. All right, we don't get around the elders and be like, yeah, okay, yeah, all right, and size them up. Size up the elder and ask him try to trap the elder up in his, in his knowledge. You know what I mean? So I, try to prove ourselves that I know something too. No, we get around brothers that we know have higher rank than us, and we submit ourselves, okay, and we become like kids. And that's how we all supposed to be to Yahushua, all right? But how could you be like that with Yahushua if you can't be like that with the men that he set up right in front of you?
And what the scripture say, just to back you up, when a man, pride is the beginning of when a man walk away from his maker, something like that.
Yeah.
Jake, some of you Jakes, you turn down, you missed that window to grow. Like the Lord set up something, a test. It'll be some type of adversity, and you walked away from that.
Yeah.
You tried to skip over that, and then you don't want to do it over. You don't want to come back, repent, apologize, start from scratch, be low, lose your position. Be on the other side, come back as a child, like the brother said. You missed that window. You turned down that spiritual fade. So you can't be useful if you turning down fades in the spirit. You got to go ahead and go through the fire. A lot of your path was probably and I ain't going to speak too much longer. The Lord will lay something out, a test for you. You're supposed to go that way, but you say, no, I'm not going that way. And it might be a humble path you got to walk.
Right.
You got to level up. You need to learn something. That's what I believe it is with these dudes. You notice that?
Right.
The pattern, the Tahawams and all these guys. When you get to the back of their story, you be like, they're cool, but what is it? It be because the Lord had, a path laid out for you, and you didn't. You're like, nah, I could beat this.
Yeah, that, you know what it is. A lot of the times that path the Lord will lay out, it could come with a little bit of humiliation too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You might have been in the camp, you got kicked out, okay, and you might have to stand on the other side. Some dudes, when they get kicked out, they just completely fuck this, man. Fucking bullshit.
No fear.
You know what I mean? And he either fall out completely or he go get with a rebel, some other rebel camp and just start talking shit because you didn't want to walk that path, man. All right? Hey, this is all about humility, man. You already had, that's what Jake don't understand. Like, nigga, you already had your time to be a prideful demon when you was in the world. Okay? You don't bring that shit into this truth. All right? You got to completely forsake that and just be humble all the way around, man. All right? So can we go ahead and get that number 16 and just go down?
Top.
Yeah.
Number 16 from the top. It says, now Korah, the son of Izar, the son of Kohath, the son of Levi, and Dathan, and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, and On, the son of Peleth, the sons of Reuben, took men. And they rose up before Moses with certain of the children of Israel, 250 princes of the assembly, famous in the congregation, men of renown.
You see, so you had these dudes, Korah, Dathan and Abiram, right? They pretty much got mad at Moses' authority. It's going to tell you that the more we go down this chapter, but they pretty much got mad at Moses' authority, okay? And they was murmuring around the camp, right? Gathering up little wicked disciples, right? And that's what you see with a lot of these little offshoot camps that's going off. They'll just gather up anybody. You got a problem with GMS? Oh yeah, they rebuked you on the comment board. Man, fuck them, man. Come with us, bro.
But they don't believe the same thing either.
Yeah, it ain't even. Well, yeah, they don't believe the same thing. But these niggas that they grabbing up is just like regular niggas. You know what I mean? Just any old nigga that ain't been proven. You know what I'm saying? Just somebody that he ain't never had to like really study. He ain't never really had to like get in tune with the Lord. It's just anybody. Just cool. You know what I mean? And then they put a bunch of that nonsense about the apostles that they have no idea about. Well, you know they rapists. You know that.
They ain't brotherly.
You know that. I went over there 2018. I tried to meet up with them. They rejected me. They rejected me. Can you believe that?
Nigga went out there one time.
One time. The
Spirit wasn't.
And I guarantee you that's what Korah, Dathan, and Abiram did. They probably gathered some dudes that don't even know the situation 100%. Just fed them all types of lies. Man, watch out for Moses, man. We see you up there, man. What's he doing up there, man? He ain't talking to us about it, huh? That, you know what I mean? So you got niggas right now that are on like a gather, like on like a gather the lost wolves campaign. You know what I mean? Niggas is on some gather the lost wolves campaign. Any old straggler that's just walking around here, they just gather them up and then they pump them with a whole bunch of nonsense about brothers, okay? And then now you got niggas that only been in the truth like 2-3 years, that don't even know the whole situation, but what the one thing they do know, they know that we rapists though.
Yeah.
We rapists, we beat women, we don't keep the Passover right and all sorts of other madness, but he only been in the truth a couple years. He don't know nobody, he never really met bros, he's never even been to a camp, he just been going off of a he say, she say shit. And that's what Korah, Abiram, and Dathan, that's what they was doing. Go ahead, keep going.
Verse 3, it says, and they gathered themselves together against Moses and against Aaron, and said unto them, ye take too much upon you, seeing all the congregation are holy, every one of them, and the Lord is among them. Wherefore then ye lift ye up yourselves above the congregation of the Lord.
Yeah, get that in a different translation, like in the NLT real quick. Because I was reading that in the NLT as well, you know? And it's going to really hit home what these niggas was saying about Moses. Now, Moses is somebody that the Lord handpicked, okay? Moses is somebody that the Lord handpicked. And these are the same niggas, right? They watched Moses go up on Mount Sinai, and they seen the Lord come down and come talk to Moses, right? See, niggas is brave when they think the Lord ain't watching, but when Moses was up there, right? What was the rest of Jake doing? I don't want to talk to the Lord. No, that's too scary. You know, Jake was scared out of their mind. I mean, you know, reasonably so. You know what I mean? You see somebody go up on a mountain and then a big ass chariot just float down. You know what I mean? Reasonably so, somebody would be scared. But that's the thing, though. Jake, whenever he in the direct presence of the Lord, now he want to stiffen up. Oh, I wasn't saying none of that. But whenever he think the Lord ain't watching, now he rebellious. Now he talking shit. You know what I mean? These niggas, they know that the Lord was dealing with Moses one-on-one. They seen it with their own eyes. I mean, the Lord split the seas in front of these niggas, man. Rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, man. And that shit is a strong demon that you got to watch out for, man. Okay? Do your own research, man. Stop listening to these niggas, these red shirt niggas out there in LA somewhere, or one of them offshoot weirdo camps. Stop listening to these niggas what they saying about brothers.
And the minute, I don't know if you brothers have done this, but if you put in GMS Israelites on YouTube, the first 10, 15 videos are all compilations of some mashed up videos,
Yep.
you know, where it will pretty much sway the mind of a non-believer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got Apostle Tar being like, oh, we gonna get them young in the kingdom.
Yep. She's
You
a
know what I'm
slut.
saying?
She's a slut.
Which
That
we
shit.
are gonna get them
Yeah.
young in the kingdom. You know what I mean?
Right.
What are we gonna get? Some old hags?
Yeah.
Some 40-year-old,
36-year-old
some 40-year-old divorced woman with two children? That's not gonna be in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? They have this misunderstanding of what the kingdom actually is. You know what I mean? But see, that goes into them. What this brother just said, they don't want to research for themselves. You know, they
Right.
go off of an American mindset. You know what I'm saying?
My bad.
No, you got it.
You know, that's why the Lord got to burn this place up with fire, because it's no rewinding. It's no. The scriptures say that their minds are sealed with a hot iron. Like once something is seared, like you sear a steak, you could scrub that motherfucker with some soap. That sear is not coming off. You know, you might sear the steak before you actually cook it thoroughly. Put it on that hot stove real quick just to get that outside burnt. Like,
Yeah.
you know, that's where you at this point we not even addressing the people in the world no more. You know what I mean? It's really a lot of in-house stuff going on in Israel now, because the Lord is done with these people in this world. They just listen from a distance. They don't even know what the fuck we talking about.
Right.
Esau and all these different terminologies. The brother just spoke about how people say we rapists and this and that. They'll hear that, they're rapists. They don't know what's going on. So now that the Spirit is addressing the church and the body, judgment starts at the Lord's house first. You know what I'm saying? I forgot where I was going with that, but you know, I was saying something before that. I don't remember.
No, it's all good.
Got the point,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This place
Yeah.
got to be burnt with fire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we can't be emotional about it, because it's to the point now, you know, in them sitcoms, every sitcom I noticed, from Fresh Prince to Martin, there'll be an episode where, like Will Smith, for example, could be telling the truth. And something happened, and the family thinks he's lying, and he'd be like, why don't he just tell him real quick? You know what I'm saying? Like, why don't he just tell him what really happened? But he won't say nothing. That's where we at. Like, we can't even there's nothing to say no more. You people have to go. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be buried. Hey, World War III, all the prophecies gotta take place. You gotta be destroyed.
Yeah.
Because Jake ain't gonna hear you.
No.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? They're just not gonna hear you.
This is a problem Jake been having for thousands of years. So we definitely can't help Jake at this point.
Right.
You niggas been stubborn for thousands of years, man. That's a deep demon. For thousands of years, you just ain't trying to, you know what I mean? For thousands of years, you just ain't trying to get right, right? Even these regular people out here, these are the same spirits recycled. For thousands of years, these niggas just been doing this same old shit. Bread and circus, chasing folly. So yeah, like what the brother said, you people gotta go at this point because it's already clear and evident, okay, that you're not gonna understand this truth. All right?
Yeah.
And at this point, we ain't really even trying to convince you niggas.
Right.
All right? We ain't trying to convince nobody. We ain't trying to we ain't got no brochure for you. All right? We don't you know what I mean? We already know that a lot of you motherfuckers ain't gonna make it. All right? So you got that in NLT?
Yeah, Khan. This is Numbers 16:3. In the NLT, it says, they united against Moses and Aaron and said, you have gone too far. The whole community of Israel has been set apart by the Lord.
Yeah.
And he is with them. Hey, that you know what that reminds me of, bro? If the Lord's dealing with all of us.
Yeah,
You know
that
how
shit.
you get that
Yep,
shit?
yep.
The Lord is dealing with all of us,
That's
man.
that Christianity.
Yeah. Well, you got niggas that's popping up.
I don't gotta go through, man. He's dealing with me
Yeah.
too. You know?
Niggas that's popping up. Who gave Apostle Hard the authority to say that?
Yup.
You know, that's no. I mean, you know, I can find God in my own way. I'm an Israelite. You know, who are y'all to just say that?
I gotta go through Apostle.
I gotta go through Apostle Tahar. I can't wear my fringes.
Yeah.
You know, while in Walmart, man. Who are you to say that?
Like we just woke up and looked at Apostle Tahar and said, you know what? We want to follow this cult leader right here. This
Yeah.
sounds like something.
Gee.
It was a spirit. It was what the elders was bringing out. We was researching it. It was the spirit of the Lord. You know, that brought us together. Like the scriptures say, it was in power, not in word. It was a power that came with. Hey, man.
And Apostle Tahar was saying the same thing. Hey, you don't have to follow me. Get out of here.
Yeah, and he was prophesying.
See, IUIC will say things to make people follow you.
Yep,
Please
yep.
follow us. We need a bigger congregation.
Yep.
Whereas Apostle Hart is bringing out the truth.
Yeah.
And if you can't get down with the truth,
Yeah, he don't
then
give a
get
damn.
the fuck from around me.
We could have been offended. They was cussing. Hey, I missed them, that version of the apostles.
Yeah.
We got to move a little more,
In
you know,
New York?
subtle now.
When they was in New York.
When they just had that mean look and
Yeah.
just will cuss you out. That's what time it was when we came in. You niggas out there, you sitting on the chair eating cereal, you niggas is smoking weed, get your ass up. Like the shit they was saying, everything is manifesting now. They was prophesying, so it took us to be spiritual to identify that they was the prophets. And a lot of you identified that, but like the brother said earlier, you done got familiar, you forgot
Yep.
where you came from, how you started out, this, you know, and now you just,
Yeah.
you know, you might be lost.
You're a self-proclaimed elder. You know, I don't know what it is, but same with Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. Jake just want that position, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Jake want to be the top guy. Hey, man, if you're the elect, all of us are the top guys, man. Now, of course, even in the kingdom of heaven, there's going to be order. But, man, I'm not going to be complaining when I got a whole planet to myself.
You feel me?
The elders, they can have. Yeah, I'll give my reverence to them. I'm not tripping. I'm the man of this. You know, I'm the commanding general of my planet and my domain, and that's how it's gonna be for the elect. We're all kings and priests. We all gonna be at that time to shine individually, but right now the Lord is trying to show us how to come under. Right? You got to learn to follow before you can lead. All right?
That
You know?
spirit jumped on Saul because David had his tens of thousands, and Saul had his thousands. Well, shit, you got your thousands. You still a king. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You still had all the luxuries of being an Israelite and a king. You know what I'm saying? Like we all gonna get the same penny, like the bro say. Like the bro said, Yahweh Shai and the greater men, you can have 100 million wives.
Right.
Just give me my 1,000, not my harem. I'm cool right there. That's my
straight.
That's my realm right there.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Hey, to the heathen ain't gonna know who's in charge. To the heathen in the kingdom, you gonna be like the top guy. You gonna be like a god to them. So it's not even gonna really matter to the rest of the world who's this rank, and he's the commanding officer. This is the apostle. It's not even gonna matter.
They think that like
we all gonna be the top guys, man.
like your wives in the kingdom, or your concubines in the kingdom are gonna be thirsting after a higher ranked member in the kingdom. Oh man, he's
Man, look
top
at his
rank in
rank.
the government. Oh my god.
Hell nah, man.
You
Ain't
know.
nobody gonna be worried about that. It's only you niggas worried about that, and that's why the Lord gotta pluck you niggas off in this generation. Because you niggas been doing this for thousands of years. A lot of this is the reason why the Northern Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom split up. Rebellious niggas that just don't want to come under the order, man. Oh, was it Rehoboam or Jeroboam that was with the Northern
I always
Kingdom?
get them confused.
Man.
I think it's Jared. It might have been.
I think it was Jeroboam. Yeah, I think it was Jeroboam, or was it Rehoboam?
Jeroboam.
It was Jeroboam?
Yeah, it was
Yeah, but okay, so pretty much the reason why Jeroboam, Jeroboam, he had a chance. When you read the scriptures, he had a chance to get back cool with the nation again and come back together as a family, right? You know what I mean? Because the opportunity was open, you know what I mean? But he didn't want to come under the Southern Kingdom because he didn't want to lose all of his followers when you read the scriptures, right? Because basically everybody that ran off with Jeroboam, they was like, man, they're having what was it? They're keeping the high holy days in Jerusalem. We got to go back. You know what I mean? We got to go back. We got to go show our allegiance. You know what I mean? Because that's still the spirit of the Lord. We got to go back. So Jeroboam was like, nah, I don't want them to leave. So you know what? I'm going to create another God. I'm going to create a false God so I can keep them here. You know what I mean? So I can continue to be the leader of them.
Appease the people and shit.
Yeah.
You know, you want to deal with all the scriptures speak about the broad way. The majority of the people are gonna enter in through the left hand. They're gonna follow the ways of the world, and they're gonna get locked out of the kingdom. That's where the majority of people follow the fucking herd. Follow the multitude to do evil. Okay, we getting taxed. Oh, okay, Lil Wayne get taxed, so we all gonna get taxed. That's the spirit of this fucking world.
Right.
You know, the narrow is for the the narrow path, the difficult path is for the few, for the chosen. And you got all these people in the world acting like they somebody. The Lord not dealing with you wicked ass people, man. All your people's deeds are wicked. The Lord requires a sacrifice, man. You know what I'm saying? And you got to sacrifice yourself. You make your body a living sacrifice.
Right.
You'd be out here. You know what I mean? But it was something I was going to say. I'm going to just get this real quick because let this precept come out. Romans 8 and 4, that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us who walk not after the flesh but after the spirit, because we're not bound by the law. You know, there's over 600 laws, statutes, commandments. We couldn't possibly keep them perfect, but the more weightier matters, the spirit is dealing with us to fulfill the law, like keeping order, recognizing when you're going off. Sometimes you might not be doing nothing wicked, but that ain't what, certain things is revealed by the Spirit of the Lord and not by, men. And you got to be tuned. You got to have them receptors. You got to have them antennas when you at home. So a lot of times brothers, you might notice something about a brother, he need to get together or whatever. Shit, he come back in a few days, you're like, I'm going to have to have a talk with this bro. His spiritual antenna, the spirit already caught him up. He already recognized it. Hey, Salaki, or you just see that demon already gone.
Right.
Or he's currently working on it. So that's why a carnal mind is enmity with the Most High. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. So the things of the spirit, like the scriptures say in Corinthians, the natural man can't receive. And even sometimes, you catch yourself going after the flesh, but the spirit will nudge you on the shoulder like, okay, is that really? Or to comfort you like, okay, yeah, this is just a small affliction, but it's for this reason. Even if it is a quarrel between, you got a beef with certain men or whatever, the spirit going have you go back to the scriptures and recognize, all right, I can't keep this disorder going. Or I can't keep this grudge I got going. It says, but the flesh, what's of the flesh? Fucking contention, as the scriptures say, envy, jealousy. That's the rudiments of this world.
The comfortable way, just to separate.
Comfortable.
You separate. Niggas will separate to be on their own for comfortability.
Right.
You know what I mean? oh, I don't got to worry about rebuke no more.
Yup.
You know?
Ain't nobody watching me now.
Hey, I saw a video. It kind of reminds me. This dude who we used to communicate with. He did a video that pretty much said, you can lie your way into a camp. You know what I'm saying? But you can't lie your way into the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? That's
scary.
That's a hurt spirit right there, though. You know what I'm saying? Because you could lie your way into the camp,
Right.
but you can't lie your way to stay around the camp.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because now you got eyes on you. So that whole video was bullshit. Why don't you want to get around the camp? You know what I mean?
And
So you can be in order. So you can have men above you. So you can notice what you're doing wrong.
guys don't want to humble down.
They don't want to humble
That's
down.
humiliating to have other men. But that's the humble is the root word. Okay, that humble humiliation. We always say that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What's humiliating to these people? This is humiliating.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To us, it's like fuck you.
You find beauty in the struggle.
Hey,
You know.
And you got I was watching an interview with John Jones a couple of days ago, and I believe personally, the reason why John Jones dominated the UFC is because his character. He's a very humble guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the woman asked him. She said, "What would you rate yourself as a fighter on a scale of 1 to 10?" Now, John Jones, as much as he's dominated. You know what I mean? He reserves the right to be like, oh, I'm a 10, no doubt, I'm a 10. You know what he said? He said, I give myself a 9.2. And he said that, and he acknowledged all of like the things that he needs to work on. He was like, yeah, there's dudes that's better boxers than me. Some dudes are better wrestlers. Some dudes are, you know what I mean, better strikers. I mean, I'm still improving. You know what I mean? And he said it. He said humbleness is the key. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say I'm a 10. I still got a lot to learn. But then you got somebody like Israel Adesanya. He got asked the same question, and you know what he said? Oh, I'm 100. Like a black, like he snapped like a black woman. Like I'm 100. I'm 100%. I'm the best.
Everybody can't act like Mayweather.
You know?
But that's true because he got all the potential in the world.
Yep.
Israel Adesanya could be the next John Jones. He could literally run through the whole division, but he don't have that humility.
He don't have that humility.
That's something spiritual that the Most High set up. Because technically, John Jones don't even have the build to do what he do. His leg, he used to get clowned about his legs.
Yeah.
Nigga, leg, you missed leg day. But he was doing shit nobody expect him to do. He was ragdolling niggas, and he don't even have the physical attributes.
Right.
You know that humility though.
That
It's
humility.
just something about that humility.
That humility will take you a long way, man. And that's what a lot of dudes, right, that's not keeping order, they ain't really got no humility, man. These other wayward camps, you could already tell Sakari, none of them dudes got humility.
I ain't even heard of Sakari
Alazar,
since
he
all
ain't
that
got no
shit.
humility. You know what I mean? That's why he's running around scrambling, you know what I mean, trying to find his next gimmick. See, when you ain't got no humility in this truth, what you're going to do is you're going to resort to gimmicks, right? You're going to resort to gimmicks, and you're going to resort to selling out, right? That's what no humility will do, okay? Because now the opposite of humility is pride. You either going to have one or the other. There is no in between. There is no, like the black woman say, I'm masculine, but then I can be feminine for the right man. And nah, it don't work like that, man. You either prideful or you have humility, okay? And if you have humility, then you should understand that there are men that are greater than you in this thing, and you got to come under, man. It is what it is, man. Okay, this is an army. What the fuck do you think? What did you honestly think when you got in this? You thought you was just gonna shoot to the top?
Yeah.
You know, your 3 years of experience, you just supposed to shoot to the top. Hey, a lot of dudes, man, they come into the camp and they don't start speaking right away. Okay, you gotta get on that camera, hold them signs, man. All right, work your way up to speak. Then from them, you hold them. You're on the camera, you're on the signs. Okay, now pull out a precept or two. Let's see how you do with that. Okay, now you could kind of stand next to the brother, and you could be his precept man for a while. Okay, and you know what he's talking about now. Okay, let him open up camp one time. Let's see what he know. But it's a process, man.
Dudes want to use that
You know?
11th hour. What's the 11th hour?
Yeah, it's my
So
time
they
to
skip
shine.
all the vetting.
Same penny.
Yep.
Yup.
It's my
Same
time
penny.
to shine now. I'm the speaker.
And
Go-
you had,
go ahead.
real quick, in the New Testament, you had certain men, when you read it, you think it happened all in one day. Okay, Timotheus and Paul. Okay, this happened all within a week. there were certain underlings, certain men that had to be up under the literal disciples for a minute. Just like Yahushua, Yahushua didn't, get the disciples on a level in 1 week.
No.
You know, you read the story, it's like he just went and found them, and then they just gathered all this knowledge, and it happened in just one day. You know, that it was a process of years. As a matter of fact, when the disciples was raised up, Yahushua, he pretty much fed them all the bread, what was required. Shit, they was preaching for years. All right, and then they was raising up other men to come up under them that are not, all written in the scriptures, but they had underlings. And then when they got to a point, like now, all right, well, okay, you're ready, you're vetted. Okay, now you go out, and then, you know what I'm saying? How the camp split up. It reminds me of the Book of Numbers that we was going into. The first thing Moses was commanded to do when they went out in that wilderness was to establish that order,
Right.
and set up captains over men. Some of men over thousands. Some men had thousands under them. And then among those thousands, you had a guy set up over 100, 10s, 50s, whatever it is, And ultimately, we all gonna be set up over men, because it's gonna be a whole nother shift going into this next, the next phase. Hey, you got all the that's all that.
Back to the KJV version.
Back in verse 4. And when Moses heard it, he fell upon his face.
Yeah,
And
Moses was frustrated in the spirit. That's what it means when he fell upon his face.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like what the fuck are you niggas talking about, man? He was pissed off.
There it is, be cool. You know what I mean? The Lord, I've already spoken to the Lord. Everything's going well.
Right.
And you niggas want to do this.
Here you niggas go.
Here you niggas go.
Go ahead.
Niggas, man. Man, fuck that, man.
Yeah.
You know, niggas.
Yeah, Go
I'm
ahead.
a believer, cuz.
Hey, you real quick, you know what? And that's how a lot of like when you're dealing with Jake and like the drug business, Jake is running around killing each other off because this nigga, he want to be the next Scarface. So in Jake's mind, okay, I gotta kill the top drug leader so I could be the next nigga on top. This is my city. You watch that movie with Beanie Siegel called State Property? In the movie, Beanie Siegel, the way he got his rise to power, he was killing off all the drug dealers, right?
Oh, I remember that.
But that's an evil, wicked ass spirit, man. You know what I mean?
Alazar had said that Apostle Tahar should stop teaching
Right.
because he's too old and I'm the top Levite.
Yeah, I'm the top one. So these niggas, they got that mentality like, oh well, I'm just gonna have to get you out the way so I can come up.
That's worse than Esau, because you got brothers like Nate, for example. This nigga's got 100 million, supposedly. I mean, you in your pride, the scriptures speak about neglecting the poor. That's what Esau do. In your pride, you forget that, hey, with numbers, we become even greater. We got a treasury, we got the tithes. You guys go off do your own thing. You leave the flock. You leave them out there to be devoured. Yahushua is our shepherd, so we don't need you niggas. But that's what you're showing to Yahushua, that you're not a keeper of the flock like David. The house of David represents, David was, he tended to the little ones, the poor, the meek, the humble. Right. Dudes just go off and do their thing. What about brothers that you could be to any aid or any help? You know what I'm saying? You just go off and do your thing and just leave brothers out there.
Oh yeah.
So Yahweh Shemashai gonna do that to you. He gonna do that to you, especially these guys like Nate.
Yep.
You talking about us being moms and this and that, but nigga, you can really help brothers' lives so we can further the ministry. Brothers that's
Right.
really laboring in sincerity, catching hell, willing to possibly lay down their life. You got these proud ass niggas. They so proud they can't even hear what the fuck they saying.
Right.
The scriptures speak about that. When you talk shit against a poor man that serves the Lord, he gonna cry unto the Lord, and the Lord's gonna kill you on his behalf, man.
That's right.
Because it's not a game, man. We sacrificing this for Yahushua. We ain't no dusty, stupid motherfuckers that can't make it.
Like
Right.
like King David in the book of what is it, 2 Samuel or 1 Samuel? Nabal?
Yeah,
Nabal, when
Yeah.
King David was pretty much praising the Lord. He was like, yeah, man, blessed be the Lord that pleaded my cause. You know, because King David wasn't going to do nothing to him, but hey, the Lord took it into his own hands.
Yeah.
And then that
Putting the ball.
that nigga's wife became King David's
King
wife.
David's wife. And that was based on Nabal. He had more substance than King David because King David was on the run from Saul.
Yeah.
And he didn't want to share.
Yeah.
Just a greedy ass nigga, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, he had more than enough to help King David, right? And he didn't want to share it. Nah, fuck that, nigga. This is my shit. You already know that was probably one of them black ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was a black ass nigga. You know what I mean?
Barbecue nigga.
You know,
That's
today,
a moment.
today's Nabal would be a nigga at the cookout
Nigga got a lamb on
shooting
on the
dice,
skewer.
playing dominoes.
He's
You know what I
spinning the
mean?
lamb. When King David pulled up, he's
Yeah.
spinning the lamb on the skewer and shit.
All to himself.
I ain't got nothing, nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
Get the fuck up out of here,
With a
nigga.
cigarette in his mouth. They didn't even have those in.
Bitch ass nigga with that little Samuel Jackson face, pissed off all the time. Bitch ass nigga.
That's why the scriptures say, you know, better is the end of a thing. You're supposed to wait to see your end. You gotta, I would bring it up, I'm gonna let this brother keep going. So rock the second chapter because, like he said, David ended up getting the man's wife. The last should be first and the first should be last. A lot of guys don't even give themselves, let me just bring that right here.
Abigail.
Since it let it speak itself. Sirach 2 and 3. Cleave unto the Lord and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. And when you cleave unto the Lord, he's gonna chasten you. Okay? He's gonna measure you out. If there's any correction, he's gonna correct you with the rod. Meaning whatever adversity he gotta bring you through to get the lesson out of that, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to wait. You're supposed to cleave to that and wait to the end. See what the answer is. You know what I'm saying? See what the Lord, where he gonna position you at. Because a lot of you guys, like the brother said, you're gonna lose everything and it's gonna be given to the servants of the Most High. Nate and you guys,
Yeah.
you're gonna have a terrible end. Bombs.
Yeah.
Terrible end, man. You coming directly against Yahushua and everything he stand for, and you rich.
Right. Come on. Now, you in the worst position to be talking shit. See, they think they can talk shit because I got money. Say, well, it don't even matter. They can say, well, I can't be touched, nigga.
I'm up now.
I'm up now, nigga.
More is required then. Scriptures say the more given to you, more is gonna be required. That's what you forget.
What about that rich man when Yahushua died? He took a portion of his money and made sure Yahushua was buried correctly. See, that's supposed to be your mentality. You know, if you got that type of money, the Lord bless you with that type of money. That ain't nothing you're supposed to be gloating over and being flashy with. If I had that type of money, I wouldn't even be flashy. You wouldn't even know I had it.
Holla
You
at
know?
the apostles
Yeah.
on the low. You know what I'm saying? Well, I did personally know y'all. That nigga act like he ain't even never even known the. That shows you the hate that these people spiritually have for us. It's something unreal.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
It's some under. It's really. This is like an ancient hatred that they got towards brothers.
Yeah.
This is because like Korah, Abiram, and Dathan. They're back today, okay, and they doing the same shit. All right, doing the same shit. So this is an ancient hatred that these niggas got towards brothers, man. Some shit that go back thousands of years. All right.
That's right.
You keep going on that.
And verse 5, it says, and he spake unto Korah and to all his company, saying, even tomorrow the Lord will shew who are his and who is holy, and will cause him to come near him unto him, even whom he hath chosen will he cause to come near unto him.
Yeah, so basically Moses put out a test, you know what I mean? Like, okay, let's see who the Lord is dealing with. All right? And that's what's going on in the spirit. Okay? Tests in sifting agents are being thrown out there to see who truly the Lord is dealing with. And a lot of these dudes that's not coming under the order, they're being found out to be traitors, scoundrels, and liars and thieves, man. All right? Because everything that these niggas is throwing on us is really coming up on them, man. IUIC is having scandals with women. We ain't having no scandals with women. We don't even allow women to, come into the congregation. You know, some nigga in the class sending dick pics. And Nate, he just get right up on that podium and act like that didn't happen. What about that, man? Can you break that down? Can you tell us what happened?
Can you address that?
Can you address that? What the hell happened with that, man? Are they still in the congregation? What the hell is going on, man? Why is that even happening in the first place, man?
And I remember certain things happening amongst the body when Apostle Zahar would address it. And he would be like, any of you niggas in GMS who are taking, you know what I'm saying, or have this kind of thought, you know what I'm saying? I remember him addressing stuff like that. Not adultery in particular, but he said the Lord is going to get rid of you niggas and he's going to kill you niggas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't want you niggas around me. You've heard Apostle Zahar say that plenty of times.
Plenty of times.
right?
And he said it for even a small thing.
And
man.
then Apostle would call you niggas in GMS.
We catch you with long hair, you're out.
Yeah.
We catch you doing this, you're out. You do this. That's how you supposed to keep order. You don't hear Nate throwing out them type of commands or anything like that. Nate is just happy to get that money.
He's just happy to get that hundred.
Yeah.
That hundred from every member.
Yeah, every member.
We're under the yoke of Yahushua. The scriptures say don't give a woman, the liberty to gather abroad. We're the Lord's woman, metaphorically speaking. So we're gonna be under. Hey, our bonds is we're prisoners of Yahushua. Can I just get this? This is saying exactly what it's Psalms 106 and 7. And this whole chapter is speaking about the account of being in the wilderness where the Lord delivered our people in Egypt. And that's what's taking place right now. Egypt is synonymous with our bondage, our oppression, our captivity. Yet this day, you could get Exodus the 21st or the 20th chapter to prove that. But this is Psalms 106 and 7. Our fathers understood not the wonders in Egypt. They remembered not the multitude of thy mercies, but provoked him at the sea, even at the Red Sea. So that's what you guys are doing right now. You're provoking the Lord. You're not remembering this. Us being awoken to this is a great wonder. When you ever heard of something like this? Right. It's a 10. And he saved them from the hand of him that hated them and redeemed them from the hand of the enemy. And it starts with this truth. Then believe, this is 12. Then believe they his words and they sang his song. You have certain men that, they got it at first. They rejoiced. They became a part of this thing. They praised the Lord. They soon forget his works. They waited not for his counsel. So like the brother saying, hey, the counsel of the Lord is very strict and precise. Go back to the workings of the temple and the tabernacle. That's why I was kind of quizzing brothers on that. And you gave the right answers, bro. But it was a spiritual thing to understand. What does the mercy seat represent? What is the the Ark of the Covenant and the seraphim and and the veil, I forget what it's called, the part of the temple that was only for the high priest. What do those things spiritually represent? And I was trying to get bros to realize that literally, like certain parts of the temple, the Ark of the Covenant, the wings covering, the laws, statutes, commandments, the highest point of the temple where only the high priest can go in there once a year, that represents, the prayers of the saints. It's like incense to the Most High. Our prayers go up to Yahushua, literally. That's what the mercy seat represents. Yahushua intercepting when we meditate, when we meditate on him and stuff like that, and that's going to the Father. He's praying for us. But it says, then they believed his words, they sang his praise, they soon forgot his works, they waited not for his counsel, but lusted exceedingly in the wilderness and tempted Yahweh in the desert. And we're in the wilderness, and he gave them their request, but sent leanness into their soul. They envied Moses also in the camp, and Aaron, the saints of the Lord. And then it gets into the judgment. So the Lord started judging them. Okay, the earth opened up and swallowed up Dathan and covered the company of Abiram, and a fire was kindled in their company. The flame burned up the wicked. They made a calf in Horeb and worshipped the molten image. They changed their glory into the similitude of an ox that eateth grass. So ultimately, you get guys change the doctrine, they change the glory of the truth to something foolish and shit. Change the name of the Lord and all kind of shit. But the point is, the time of judgment is coming, and really we yet to see how the Lord gonna do it this time, because there's a calm before the storm.
Right. A lot of these dudes that's out here rebellious, they're gonna get caught up in the same judgment that the rest of the 2/3 is gonna get caught up in. All right. You're not gonna get no special privileges. You know what I mean? Because look at how you treated the real men of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. I mean, hey, you know, what's crazy to me is the apostles, the elders, and you know, they're all still very humble to these dudes that's talking all this shit about them. They're still very humble to them.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They still, you know, they don't just go off the handle and just start saying a whole bunch of false allegations. No, they you know, if they make a video, they'll just simply correct it. You know what I mean? They don't go off the handle and be like, yeah, you motherfucker, he's just a stupid ass faggot motherfucker. You know what I mean? Nah, they just simply correct what he said. Like, nah, that's wrong. You know what I mean? And hopefully you get it right next time.
And
But
They say something right,
you're on point. But
and Nate's video was good. You know,
Yeah.
all of it was good up until he said this.
yeah, up until he said this, and that takes humility to even though y'all niggas is clearly against us, brothers is still like, you know, we still gonna deal with y'all honorably. We ain't finna just, you know, run y'all name through the mud if we don't have to. But y'all niggas, y'all don't know anything about what's going on over here, and you just so quick to just run brothers' name through the mud and just come up with false allegations. You know what I mean? What type of humility is that, man? You know what I mean? And that's because you niggas ain't really got no ammo, because you know what we saying is the right thing, and you know that you off. So you ain't really got no ammo. The only way you could come at this point is just talk shit like Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. They knew the Lord was dealing with Moses, right? So they had to come up with another angle. They had to come through another angle. Well, I mean, you getting a little prideful, ain't you, Moses? You know what I mean? You starting to get ahead of yourself, huh? Who do you think you is? They had to come another angle because they knew they knew Moses was walking. He was I don't want to say perfectly, but he was walking decently with the Lord, right? Can we keep going?
We recognize we gotta still entreat you. We really want the Lord to destroy you, dudes.
Yeah.
But you know, vengeance is of the Lord, and that's the dangerous thing that you guys don't understand. You walking on eggshells. The prophets, we could hate you, but still smile. Let me just get this precept, and you got it. This is 1 Corinthians 4 in this is gonna be one precept. 4 and here it is in 13. Being defamed, we entreat. We are made as the filth of the world, and are the offscoring of all things unto this day. You know, so we still entreat you, even though you defame us, you bring our name down, you put stains on our name, on our honor. You know what I'm saying? You lie on us and shit because you're a hater. You know, but we entreat you, and that's a dangerous place to be in. You know, because you think it's all weak, it's all sweet. You know?
We ain't really. I mean, we're at war with y'all niggas according to the doctrine, but like we ain't got the hate to where it's like if we see, you know, let's just say IUIC member out there preaching, we ain't finna walk up on his camp and be like, man, what the fuck is you talking about? And you know what I mean? Like, remember
Get off this corner,
remember they had that little fight. Remember who was this? ISUPK and IUIC. Them niggas was fighting on the block. What about that, man? What, you know what I mean? Nate still ain't addressed that. General Yohana, he still ain't addressed that. Y'all, that's brotherly love, though. Y'all niggas is fighting over a corner
I'm surprised they didn't make no
to
WWE,
the death.
no
you know?
WWE videos after that.
Niggas was
Niggas
fighting
wanna
to the
come to our corner.
Yeah.
We gonna show y'all niggas, man.
niggas was fighting to the death over a corner, man. That ain't brotherly love. That ain't orderly.
Yeah, scripture
You know
said,
what I mean?
build not on another man's foundation.
Hey, what the fuck is going on, man? That ain't, you know what I mean? That ain't cool, man. That ain't a good representation of the saints being in order under Yahushua. That's dysfunction, strife, and contention. The same shit that Paul said to stay away from, not to be a brawler, right? Paul said that. He said, don't be a brawler, man, right? You don't just be out here just fighting for no reason. What kind of spirit is that, man?
There's a time for that.
There's
It's
a
just
time
not-
for that. It's just not, especially not dealing with the ministry.
How you gonna bring out the ministry? Hey, the Lord is with that too for another
Yeah,
time.
For another time.
You know, but Jake think everything is about getting glory
Yeah.
and being tough. And just the last thing I'm gonna say for real. If you dudes had understanding, you'd understand the elders, the apostles, even I understand certain men ahead of me, years and years of seeing guys come into this truth and fall away, or being a traitor or whatever. There's a level of callousness. It's not personal, but it's like, okay, we just gotta vet you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It gets to the point where dudes gotta understand you're being vetted, and you know you gotta be patient. If the Lord is with you, like that woman was told, hey, if I can't save you, you know, if the Lord ain't with you, what can I do?
Right.
You know, but you gotta understand that dudes get emotional off one gathering.
Right.
Never see him again. They talking shit.
He didn't ask me to fellowship.
Yeah. We
You
gonna
know-
go out with them and eat chicken after.
He going to camp. He can't. He's standing on the. He stood on the other side for 3 weeks, and just automatically think that after camp we just all supposed to go hang out at the restaurant. He supposed to get them special privileges.
He's supposed to come to your house.
Supposed to come to your house. Supposed to know my mama. I don't know you, man.
Get
Okay.
to know your wife. You know what I mean?
You know?
Yeah.
So why is he so? You know, nigga get all mad. He's so secretive, man. When you leave the camp, man, where are they going? Why can't I come? You got that emotional bitch ass faggot spirit in you niggas, man. All right? That's that emotional bitch ass mama boy spirit, man. Okay? Getting frustrated and getting offended at every goddamn thing. These Jakes like that, they just get offended at every goddamn thing, man. I can't stand Jakes like that.
Your mom would let you get it because your mom wants to turn you anti-man or anti-father. So your mom will know she destroying you with agreeing to everything you say.
Right.
So you get used to that. Okay, I gotta be his favorite.
Yeah.
So when you come into this truth, you gotta put that off.
Yeah.
Men are gonna tell you about yourself. You're gonna
Yeah.
feel like a piece of shit
Yep.
because you was that guy. But now you got other men looking at you like, nah, bro, you're not. You know, it ain't that serious. You're not that great. But your mama never gonna.
Yeah.
You know, she might even disagree with you, but find a way to appease you,
You
to
always
get you
heard-
back on her side.
You always heard little baby.
Yup.
It don't work like that in this truth, man. You know what I mean? Hey, you know, a lot of you Jakes, they want to come in this thing and automatically, you know, you hanging out with them. This nigga just talking up a storm. You don't even know brothers, man. You just talking up a storm like you just been around. Bro, you need to shut the fuck up, man. All right? For real, man. You really need to just shut your goddamn mouth, man.
He's saying some things that are off.
Yeah, he's saying some things that are off.
questionable.
Like, bro, be quiet, man. You know what I mean? You know, you get around brothers that's kind of above the authority, a little more in the authority than you, man. You sit back and let them talk, man, and you chime in when you get a chance. Like the scriptures say, speak, young man, if there be need of you, right? You know what I mean? But, you know, Jake, he get in this thing, he want to be the spotlight in everything. You know what I mean? I know where it's at. I know the best restaurants. I know what's going on. Give a fuck what you know, man. You don't give a fuck. we was already doing cool before you came around, man. And Jake get that energy from us, not knowing that it's not personal, and he get offended and run off and go tuck his tail and go join one of them faggot shit talking camps.
Chihuahua.
You know what I mean? And yeah, like a little chihuahua.
Run off.
Like that nigga in 300.
Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, that bitch ass little ugly nigga, man. That's why they had that nigga ugly like that. I guarantee you,
That
in
was
real
his
life, he probably wasn't even all that ugly. He
That
was
was
just a
his
nigga.
spirit.
That was
his
just his
spirit.
spirit of him, though. Just a damn demon, man. You know, backbiting piece of shit. Keep going.
Went to what's his name?
Xerxes.
Xerxes of
Yeah.
Persia.
Gave him all the rundown. Like you
It's
bitch
so-
ass nigga, man.
Oh.
Oh, because we told you can't fight on the battlefield.
Oh,
nigga.
it's actually a spot you can flank them over here.
Yeah,
You know.
I know what they sleep at this time. Buster, man. Go ahead.
It's only one way to get there, bro.
Yep.
And I got it.
I know the way.
Play here.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead.
It says, verse 8, Numbers 16 and 8. It says, And Moses said unto Korah, Hear I pray you, ye sons of Levi, seemeth it but a small thing unto you that the God of Israel hath separated you from the congregation of
Right,
Israel.
yeah. So Moses was telling them like he basically trying to wake them up. Like, y'all don't see like what y'all doing, like, you know what I mean? Because of y'all actions, y'all are now separated from the body. That's not a big deal to y'all. You know what I mean? That's what Moses was trying to get through their head. Like, it's not a big deal to y'all that y'all are coming against the order of the Lord. Or, you know, like, are y'all niggas stupid?
They just, man,
Yeah.
They're just mad. You know how they say that?
Yeah. Good. Don't know nothing there. You know what I mean?
You ain't the most high.
Yeah, that shit. And that's what we be telling these Jakes out here that's in these other camps coming up against order, you keyboard warrior niggas. All right? That's what we be trying to tell y'all, like, man, like, it's not a big deal to y'all that y'all motherfuckers is talking shit against the apostles, against the doctrine, right? That don't strike any fear in y'all. And it don't, because you niggas are carnal, man. You chase after things, you chase the flesh. And chasing the flesh will blind you from reality, man. Okay? Chasing the flesh will blind you from reality, man. Okay? The reality is that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai has handpicked men that he gave the authority to. And yes, the Lord expects men to come under that branch. It is what it is, man. Okay? If you can't see that, you're blinded, man. You got that mama boy spirit, the black woman is always right and all that shit. Okay, you're blinded, man.
That's right.
All right, you don't deserve to be nowhere near around this because this is for men. This platform is for men. All right, this ain't nothing what you niggas is used to. A lot of you little goofy niggas grew up in a YMCA. Okay, you grew up in a Boys and Girls Club. All right, running around in recess. All right, acting like a goddamn clown. And you a grown adult and you try to bring that nonsense into this truth, man. That ain't what this is, man. Okay, you got to be a man. We deal as men up here, man. Men are straightforward, all right? Men are straightforward and we talk direct, man, all right? Women, that's what women do. Women are backbiters. Women gossip. Women talk shit when ain't nobody looking. Women are somewhere in the background trying to start drama. Okay, that ain't how men operate, man. The scriptures tell you if you got a fault with your brother, all right, you supposed to address that. How come? Hey, it's all types of little wayward camps that's out here in Los Angeles and SoCal, in Southern California, all right, just talking shit on the internet about GMS. How come we ain't never seen one of y'all come address y'all concerns? Okay, don't none of these dudes come up and address their concerns to a GMS camp. But they somewhere 100 miles away got all of this huff and puff to talk about, man. All right? The apostles said, they caught up to Nate one day. I don't know if y'all brothers remember that story. Remember they were saying they caught up to Nate's ass, little slimy ass one day, and they said he flipped the script. Hey, what up, brother? Hey, what's going on?
Oh, yeah.
Like that's some weasel ass shit. That was Nate's chance to address his concern right there. Hey, look, man, I don't like the way y'all be doing this. I don't like that. You know what I mean? I don't like this, man. What's going on with that? But don't none of y'all do that, man. Y'all, they'll come in our face. If any of them dudes was right here, they'll just come in our face and just smile along. Hey, brother, hey, Shalom, brother. But as soon as they leave our presence, they talking all this shit. I shook his hand. He was a fucking rapist, man. I could see it in his eyes.
And when you turn your head, and you suddenly look back at him, you catch him looking at you like a demon.
He got that little grin, like that little demon grin. You know what I mean? Punk ass shit, man. That ain't how men deal, and that ain't how men of the Lord is supposed to deal with one another, man. All right, it's got to be straight and direct, man. That's what rebuke and reproof is about. It's about straight and direct, man. All right. Yeah, brother's gonna tell you about yourself, and it's gonna be right on the money.
Don't hurt.
Ain't gonna cut no corners. You know what I mean? And we ain't gonna fucking send you a text message. You know what I mean? Breaking down what you've been doing wrong. Nah, we gonna tell you straight to your face what it is, man.
And if it ain't nothing wrong, brothers ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, we ain't out here just looking to rebuke one another, but if it's something wrong, we gotta address it, man, to save your soul. That's what Jake don't understand. We really trying to save your soul and stop you from all of this folly, but you niggas want to keep going, man. So we gonna continue with these accounts just to show you what happens to individuals that keep going on in their rebellion and they folly. Keep going.
It says in it says to bring back in verse 9 it says to bring you near to himself, to do the service of the tabernacle of the Lord, and to stand before the congregation to minister unto them. And he hath brought thee near to him, and all thy brethren, the sons of Levi, with thee. And seek ye the priesthood also?
Yeah, so Moses is like, and you know what I mean, y'all want to do all of this, you know, and y'all trying to be priests? You know what I mean? Moses was really, in this verse, he was really talking to them like they were stupid. You know what I mean? He was really just bringing up like, what are y'all doing?
Like, bro, think about what you're doing.
Like, think about it, man, before y'all go too far. Like, y'all trying to be the priest, and this is how y'all behaving? What the hell is wrong with y'all?
You know, he's like, damn, why I gotta be over these motherfuckers?
Yeah.
He probably got to that point.
Like, what are y'all doing, bro?
Damn.
You know what I mean? Go to verse 13. No, start at verse 12, actually.
Down at verse 12. And Moses sent to call Dathan, and Abiram, and the sons of Eliab, which said, we will not come up. Is it a small thing that thou hast brought us up out of a land that floweth with milk and honey, to kill us in the wilderness, except thou make thyself altogether a prince over
See,
us.
that's what it was all about. Niggas had a problem with Moses' authority that the Lord gave him. That's what it was. See, you notice how they first started off trying to be sneaky about it. Oh man, you know, he gotta, you know, he getting beside himself. You know what I mean? He getting prideful or whatever. And then as Moses went in on their ass, that's when they came. That's when they finally revealed their true intentions. Oh, you trying to be it's because you trying to be a king over us. You see? So really, these niggas, they was pissed off at the authority Moses had. You know, they wanted to be the top guy. They was pissed off, thinking like, well, okay, why the Lord ain't dealing with me like that? It should have been me on Mount Sinai. I could have did it better than Moses.
They just wanted a free fall.
Yeah.
Just be partying. That's it.
That's all
Nobody
it was.
say nothing in the wilderness.
Just like a black-owned business.
Yup.
You know what I mean? Niggas wanted a black-owned business. Moses was trying to build a holy tabernacle. Niggas was in the wilderness trying to build a black-owned business. You know what I mean?
No
Niggas hanging out, come to work whenever you want to.
You can go in the register.
Yeah, go
Go buy a sack, nigga. Grab $80 out the register.
Nigga got his
couple
headphones
dollars,
at the
nigga.
register on. He got his headphones on at the register. He ignoring the customers and shit. I'm just here for a check, nigga.
So Moses had to be set up as the authority to make sure everything was running smooth. That's why black-owned businesses don't work.
Right.
Because you just want to be a nigga and run a business, but then your business, man, you know, people have to feel a certain way. Your food could be good, but if they feel wronged, like that happened to me yesterday. I went to a spot, nigga, out of attitude. I'm not spending my money here. You know, so the Lord is, you trying to build an enterprise in the wilderness, you know, but shit, niggas just wasn't.
Yeah, niggas wasn't clicking. It wasn't clicking with niggas. You know what I mean? And that's, you can see that in Jake, man. You can't get these niggas to do anything, man. Right? Jake in the world, man, is just some stubborn assholes, man. You know what I mean? It's always gonna be, you try to get shit going, and it's always gonna be that one nigga in the world that's like, I don't agree with that. You know what I mean? And you got a good thing going too.
Yeah.
This nigga, I don't agree with that. I think honestly we should go that way. And fuck everything up. Then he start telling other motherfuckers, yeah, I don't know about that nigga. It's always that one nigga, man, you know what I mean, within Jake, man.
You gotta stay away from Jake. And unfortunately, Jake will fuck you up or fuck your shit up, fuck your motion up, like they did Moses.
Yep.
Moses couldn't get to the, really it went back, you know, when Moses erred, I forgot what he did to the rock. He didn't do exactly what the Most High told him, how he told him, but it was because he was frustrated dealing with niggas.
Yeah.
And that cost Moses.
Yeah.
So we learn from these scriptures. Now we just stay away from you niggas.
Yeah, don't even try to help you.
We love our people. You wish you could vibe up with Jake, vibe with these women. But hey, you just gotta leave a lot of you stupid, wicked, evil motherfuckers alone, man.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we become contaminated, man.
Niggas hotboxing in the vehicle. You can't hang out with no nigga like that.
You know-
How you gonna be speaking the word of the Lord, you in the back seat, and the whole vehicle is hotboxed with weed? You trying to tell this nigga about the word of the Lord? Jake don't even create an environment to where the Lord can even come talk to him. Jake's environment, okay, is just all, he creates a wicked environment amongst himself to where you gotta stay away from him. It's like, if I even come close to you, I'm gonna be fucking up now.
Yeah, that's why niggas be
You know?
dying like they do. They don't even recognize, and we stay away from you not because we scared. It's because we don't want to get the ministry blamed. We more afraid what we gonna do to you niggas.
Right.
Because we already want to send you niggas back to the spirit realm. So don't get it twisted. You know,
Right,
niggas
be
think
afraid
yeah,
or
nigga,
something.
we win it.
Nah.
I'll cross the street because I'm afraid what I want to do to one of these motherfuckers. You know.
Yeah, nigga he say the wrong thing, we might snap. You know what I mean? We got PTSD out here, man. The men of the Lord, man, shit.
We
You
on
know,
edge.
some
We
of
on
us got,
edge.
we're on edge, man. You know what I mean? We
All
catching
day.
hell. You know what I mean? One thing could, I mean, not that we allow it to happen, but one thing could really drive us over the edge and just make us snap. So we got to stay away from you niggas. We can't be around that much folly, man.
Hey, didn't Moses and them just get up and just start killing niggas? You know, I'm rusty on that part. They just went out throughout the camp and started
Oh, yeah.
slaying niggas.
Yep.
It got to that point.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
it was like, nah, I can't, we can't, there's too
You
much
know what?
folly going
That's
on.
enough, man.
Yeah, that's enough of that. Just snap one day. Go to verse 20. Jump down to verse 20.
Verse 20. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron, saying, Separate yourselves from among this congregation, that I may consume them in a moment.
You see, that I may consume them in a moment. The Lord, you know what I mean? The Lord made up his mind, like, nah, I'm going to kill them niggas. You know what I mean? I'm going to kill them niggas. You know what I mean? Because these niggas, these niggas,
They fucking up my
yeah,
shit.
they fucking up my shit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get things in a certain order, and here go these niggas. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of these niggas, and the next verse is gonna show you how much integrity Moses and Aaron had. Go ahead, keep going.
He made an example. He's making
Yeah.
an example of niggas as well.
Yeah.
Get that account in the Maccabees. Hey, yeah.
You go ahead.
It says, and they fell upon their faces and said, "O God, the God of the spirits of all flesh, shall one man sin, and wilt thou be wroth with all the congregation?"
So look at that. Even after all that nonsense, all that crazy shit that them niggas was doing, Moses was still trying to speak on their behalf.
Don't kill them all, man.
You know, Moses was still trying to spare them. And that's why the Lord liked Moses, because Moses had integrity, he had humility. But keep going.
God.
But this is what the Lord said. See, at this point, it's above Moses' control, right? And that's where a lot of you jakes are with this rebellious shit. At this point, it ain't nothing even we can say. We can't pray for you anymore. The Lord has already made his mind up. There ain't even we can't even say nothing to save you, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says, "Speak unto the congregation, saying, Get you
No,
up."
go to verse 23.
23. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, "Speak unto the congregation, saying, Get you up from about the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram."
You see, so the Lord was like, "Nah, fuck that." You know what I mean? Even though Moses was praying on their behalf after all the shit they did, the Lord already made his mind up. Like, "Nah, get up out of there. I already told you I'm killing them. They dead." You know what I mean? Ain't no negotiation. They dead. All right. And hey, and a lot of these jakes that's out here going against the grain, your fate is already sealed like that. Okay, a lot of you dudes is just dead, right? A lot of you dudes is dead. The Lord don't want to hear it no more. Okay, he ain't trying to negotiate. He ain't trying to do none of that with y'all because y'all niggas is going a little too damn far, man.
And he was saying too, speak unto the people who are following them.
Yeah.
That if you don't get away from them, you know.
Yeah, yeah, and
That's what we
Yeah.
what we warn a lot
Yep.
of Jake about. Hey, don't follow the ISUPK, bro. That the Lord is going to destroy them. You had General Yohanan saying he was going to get the vaccine and to get the vaccine. You know what I'm saying? If you're following what he's going to say, you're going to follow their footsteps.
right.
You know what I'm saying? And you're going to be destroyed. You know?
Even as wolves in sheep's clothing. Y'all motherfuckers want to devour us. You could turn towards the enemy and cuss him out. These other wicked ass Israelite camps and shit. But who you coming against? The men that's sincere, that's doing the work, and that's it. And we dead serious about doing the work. And your pussy is tingling,
Right.
okay? Because you're offended by masculinity. Your pussy's tingling. It's getting moist.
Right.
That's really what it is.
You niggas you don't like when we talk about the black woman. You know what I mean? You got a problem with that. You got a problem with, us telling men that the Sabbath is on this day. You know what I mean? You getting mad that somebody has authority, a man has authority. Okay, well, but that's how the Lord always set it up, man. Okay?
That dude Thahawam used to always complain to us, brothers, why can't we ever go and be among
Yeah.
the older brothers?
Yeah.
Like, nigga,
Don't
you with
worry
us
about
right
that,
now.
man.
What you worry about them? You don't know them, bro.
You better work your way up. You better work your spirit up before you get around them.
I remember him calling
Yep.
me one time. He was like, I just find it like so weird. Like, why don't we ever hang out with your raw? I want to be with them.
Trying to
And
come
I'm
up
like-
with a case on
And
the
I'm
rock.
like, hey, bro,
Yeah.
just chill, bro.
Yeah, just relax, bro. I mean, you'll get
You know?
your time, you'll get your opportunity, but it's not even about that, man. I mean, you got brothers around you. You don't see the value in the men that are around you already. These are elders in the spirit already. Even though some of us are young in this time frame, right? We're young in this time frame, but really our spirit is elder. You know what I mean? Compared to Jake in the world, compared to, if we're a part of that number, the elect, we've been walking with the Lord for thousands of years. You're around elders already, man.
Who knows what prophet these bros is?
You know what I mean?
You
ain't-
can't even look low.
You can't. Yeah, you can't look
This
at the
brother
brother.
could be Obadiah or some shit.
Oh, well, he just one of them younger ranked brothers.
You know?
I need to be around one of them elders.
Yeah.
When I'm 15, I need to be in the man. A lot of you Jakes,
Nehu,
you can get around them. You get around them elders, and you gonna find out you don't measure up, right? You'll find out you don't measure up, man. They're on a whole nother level.
The spirit wants you to know that.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go out there. The Spirit wants you to know. Look, this is who I like. The Spirit wanted them to acknowledge Moses.
Yeah.
You know, you're not just finna skip over Moses or Joshua or Caleb. The Lord has favorites, and a lot of times it's for order's sake. You know, when the Lord raised up Judas Maccabees in them, he put the Spirit, among David. The Lord always put the Spirit on his men to go and purge the wickedness from among his own people. You
Right.
got to a point where, like, you know what, kill them niggas. I'm
Right.
gonna give you the green light to go kill them niggas.
Right.
You know?
That's what it was about. Keep going.
It's a lot. I don't want to make
No,
it
that's
about
all
that
good.
much, you know?
Nah, that's what it was. Yeah, that's really what it was. Go to verse 25.
Verse 25, and Moses rose up and went unto Dathan. Abiram and the elders of Israel followed him, and he spake unto the congregation, saying, Depart, I pray you, from the tents of these wicked men, and touch nothing of theirs, lest ye be consumed in all their sins.
Right. Yeah. So Moses was still trying to gather up the individuals that had a problem with well, not had a problem, but you know that
Coming up against Moses.
yeah, he was still trying to have mercy, right? He was still trying to have mercy on those that could repent, because, like we read, Korah, Abiram, and Dathan, they was already dead. Their fates are sealed. So at this point, Moses is like, man, get the hell away from them niggas, because they're out of here. And that's what we be telling a lot of you Jakes that are in these camps. Get the hell away from them Alazar and all of them, General Yohanan. Get away from them, man, because their fates is looking like it's already sealed. You know what I mean? They've gone a little too far left. You know what I mean? You got strippers on the Passover. We could go down the list. It's like an every week thing. Strippers on the Passover.
30 guns at
You
camp.
could pop your woman
Guns at camp.
in the behind. You could pop her in the ass.
Take the vaccine.
Sex on the Sabbath.
Sex on the Sabbath, man.
Hats while you're
We could go
prophesying.
all day.
We could go all
And
day.
this is real shit that we
Prophesying
have.
with hats.
Yeah, prophesying with hats.
Yeah.
You don't need to listen to Paul.
Yep.
Yahushua is not the leader.
Oh, the
Hebrews
full-
ain't real. That ain't a part
Yeah.
of the Bible.
The Bible's not the full word of God.
Yeah. It's all types of shit. So we telling you members, get the fuck away from them, man, because they fates is looking like it's already sealed, man. But we already know, and we're gonna keep reading.
Now you got IUIC in them and ISUPK talking about the new covenant.
Right.
We're in a new covenant already.
It's going left. It's just all out confusion at this point.
A metal not with the man that's given us a change.
Right.
You know.
You know, and we already know that a lot of you members that are part of that camp, a lot of y'all is sealed too. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all, some of y'all niggas is diehard fans in these little bugged out camps, man. You know what I mean? You diehard fans for General Yohanan, man. And you gonna be plucked the fuck off too, man. All right? Some of these niggas, they so goddamn... General Yohanan could die tomorrow and you'll still have niggas like trying to uphold his legacy. That's what the House of Saul was about. When Saul died, that vibration was supposed to die with Saul. But what? You still had niggas like, nah, nigga, we standing on business with Saul, nigga. They had to go. David had to clear the rest of them niggas. They was like, nah, you gotta clear them niggas out because we can't have any more remnant of them niggas.
Yeah, in the background, snakes in the back.
You know what I mean?
Standing on business.
Keep going.
Khan, it says, verse 27. So they got up from the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram, and on every side Dathan and Abiram came out and stood in the door of their tents, and their wives, and their sons, and their little children.
Now go to verse 30.
Verse 30. But if the Lord make a new thing, and the earth open up her mouth and swallow them up with all that appertain unto them, and they go down quick into the pit, then ye shall understand that these men have provoked the Lord.
See? So Moses prophesied on them. Like, look, if they get swallowed up, you know what I mean, if the earth open its mouth and they get swallowed up and they die, you gonna know this should be a sign to everybody that the Lord was not dealing with these clowns.
And all that pertain unto them, man.
And
That's
that-
scary.
you know, and that's you know, and ain't that what the apostles and elders are saying against you know, all of these other camps that got this rebellious nature about them? You know, we prophesying on them. We calling it out. We saying, yeah, this gonna happen to Alazar, this gonna happen to Nate, this gonna happen to such and such, right? And it's gonna happen. Okay?
That's part of us waxing stronger, and they just becoming more and more envious Cause I'm not even gonna lie to you. Everything the elders been saying, before you niggas even knew what a martial law was or any of this stuff, everything is coming to pass detail by detail though.
Right.
They not getting no props for it. So the shit that we saying now is gonna fall upon you niggas. You know, and we got confidence in that, and that's what these niggas is mad at, that our confidence is getting greater and greater. They can't do nothing. The heathen will envy you and should be able to do nothing. You guys have put yourself in the place of a fucking heathen, a shriveled up fucking. You might as well be a fucking Moabite, an Asian nigga or something.
Right.
You know, you hating on us like all oppressors, but hey, you can't do nothing about it. And they know that we the men of the Lord. Cause how is niggas still stuck on all of these allegations like you've been speaking of? But everything we just listed is the concrete truth.
Right.
Ain't none of the camps calling each other out. Ain't nobody calling out spiritual life lessons. Them niggas took the cake.
Yeah.
You know, Bar Mentos.
Barmento, Babylon,
You know,
that shit.
Barbalos.
Like, what
Barbelos
the
is
fuck?
the
A
Holy
barbecue?
Spirit.
Like, I won't even repeat that shit. But y'all still on that shit with us. Allegations and lies and false accusations.
Right.
You know?
I mean, hey, at this point, I mean, IUIC and Sakari, they done way worse than what we've done.
Yeah.
They done. I mean, come on, man. Alizar was on No Jumper saying he's a Hoover Crip.
Throwing up the hood.
I mean, it should be all camp. Yeah, nigga had an H hat like for Hoover. You know what I mean? When Jake heard that, they should have. All of the other camps should have jumped on board with that and be like, "Hey, man, you going off? You going off? You going off?" That's how you know these other camps. They don't care about really
Defending the gospel.
upholding order. It's just some emotional bitch ass shit that they got against us. If it wasn't for us, brothers in GMS, they probably didn't want to be out there. They probably turn the Hebrew Israelite thing into a goddamn. They'll go full blown hip hop.
They wouldn't even be an Israelite.
Yeah, they wouldn't even be an Israelite, but they'll probably take the fringes just as a fashion statement.
Yeah.
But then they'll mix all types of shit. Really, we like the only thing that's keeping them back from like mixing in that Egyptian shit.
That's the spirit. We keeping them in order.
We the only thing that's like keeping them from going
Sorta.
too far.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't for us, them niggas.
Because the glory is with us. The light is with us. Now, hey, I never thought of it like that.
Yeah.
The elders, you know, the foundation, Yahweh Bashim Shai and Great Millstone is the only reason why these other camps, like the brother said, ain't changed it into just a skating group.
Yeah.
Get together and go skating every Friday night with some fringes.
Yeah, birthday cakes.
I got a quick one.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Philippians 1:16. It says the one preach Hamashiach of contention, not sincerely, supposing to add affliction to my bonds. So they don't really preach they don't preach out of sincerity. You know what I mean? They're only preaching out of contention. That's where they get their rocks off at. Yeah,
Right.
we got them this time.
Yeah.
We got them.
WWE.
That nigga Adam Abbott. I mean, he don't even.
Oh, I haven't heard about that.
Yeah, WFI, something like that. But I remember he didn't even. It got to a point to where he wasn't even making like lessons for like the people no more. It was just coming at GMS, like 3-hour lessons, just coming at just trying to debunk everything. You know, and Apostle Hart said this, but really this is how the real breakdown. You know, like them spiritual life lesson dudes. It got to a point with them. They just like they weren't even holding like a real camp. They weren't even talking like trying to prophesy no more. It was just debunk everything that GMS said.
With them two barbecue niggas with
Yeah.
one eye.
Remember
One
them
of
niggas,
them
man?
had one eye.
I was like, who is these
Them niggas
niggas?
just standing in front of the camera
And
like
I'm
this.
talking to you, Apostle Ramlab.
Yeah,
Remember that?
Yeah,
And
that's-
I'm talking to you,
You
Apostle Ramlab.
This would be a long pause. One
Yeah.
nigga be right here, and they both just be
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And them niggas, and you remember they used to just say shit, and they used to look at each other like, nigga, what the hell is you talking
They
about?
didn't say that?
But they had to like keep it together, like, oh well, shit. I mean, yeah.
I remember he went
Just
down,
winging it
he
out
went
there.
down the list. He was like, Yashawamba,
Yeah.
Zakba.
Went down. You don't even know them brothers, man. You never even met them in the flesh. You never even been around them, but you talking all that shit, man.
I
All
ain't
right.
gonna lie, that was entertaining. I'm kind of
Yeah.
mad y'all stopped putting
That
them videos
was
up.
funny, bro.
That
That
was
shit would
funny.
be funny. I get a good laugh.
It was an
you know
every
what
week
I'm saying?
thing too. It
Yup.
was like it was coming out with something every week.
I'd be like, oh shit, they got a new. Man, I get a good laugh out of that.
Stupid
Remember
ass
when
niggas.
they changed up the names, the first camp they tried to say it to?
Yeah.
We're going to come in the name of
You couldn't even remember.
Balaba Bubble,
Yeah.
Bahashem. They had to say it all
Took out
slow.
the note cards.
They had to say it slow, bro.
Shit, what was that name again? That you wrote down? That you text me last night?
Babalo.
What was that name you text me last night?
Bahashem.
Mentos.
I'm trying to remember. Niggas was crazy. Go to verse 32.
Verse 32. And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up, and their houses, and all the men that appertain unto Korah and all their goods.
Keep going.
They and all that appertained to them went down alive into the pit, and the earth closed upon them, and they perished from among the
Look
congregation.
at that. Yeah, so the Lord opened the ground up. Something like what's that movie? I'm trying to think. Like, you know, like them apocalyptic movies, you know what I mean, where like the world is ending, you know what I mean, and then you'll just have like the ground just split open, you know what I mean, and you'll just motherfuckers just falling straight to their death, just falling into a dark abyss, into the
Falling
earth,
into nothing.
falling into to nothing.
Who knows
That's a
how far
terrible
they
judgment.
Who
You
knows
know?
how far they went?
And the Lord did that and just opened the earth and swallowed all of them niggas up.
Yeah, bro.
Them, they wives,
They probably suffocated with it.
you know, all of their houses. You know what I mean? Lord just opened the earth up on their ass, man, and just said that's enough of that. Okay? Because them niggas, they wasn't trying to get with the program, man.
Nope.
They wasn't trying to get with the program, man. Okay? All right, and that's what's getting ready to happen to the rest of you, you know, you wayward camps that don't want to get with the program. This ain't the program of GMS. This is the program of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai that you coming up against. GMS is just the, you know, that's just the face, right? But really, this is holy divine order in the heavens, man. Okay, that you going up against. It ain't just men. All right, go to verse 41.
Verse 41. It says, but on the morrow, all the congregation of the children of Israel murmured against Moses and against Aaron, saying, ye have killed the people of the
Look
Lord.
at that. So you still had niggas. You still had niggas that just didn't get it. Just watch the earth open, and they still did not get it. They still didn't take it as a sign. Like, okay, maybe we shouldn't be rebellious. Maybe we shouldn't come against the order. Maybe we shouldn't come against somebody that the Lord set up. You still had niggas that got mad at Moses. Well, you killed, you know, because it said, you have killed the people of the Lord. Those were the rest of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram's followers. Those, you know what I mean? All of them, the residue of niggas that believed in them, right? The residue of niggas that believed in them, all right? They were still around lingering. Okay?
Right.
You know, keep going.
And it says, and it came to pass, when the congregation was gathered against Moses and against Aaron, that they looked toward the tabernacle of the congregation, and behold, the cloud covered it, and the glory of the Lord appeared.
Yep, and what that's ultimately talking about, that's talking about a chariot popped up on their ass. The Lord showed up. Like, you niggas is still talking? Are you serious? You know what I mean? The Lord showed up on their ass. Because back in the ancient world, you know, it was a common thing. See, right now, the UFOs are an anomaly, right? And I personally believe that the reason why they don't show up on us like how they used to, is because, you know, our people are far wicked. So it's like the Lord, he can't really just show up on us like how he used to, like how, you know, how he did in this verse, because our people are a little too far gone. The Lord can't be around that much wickedness. You know what I mean?
You don't have the faith.
You don't have the faith. But back then, it was a little bit more, you know, it was a little bit more prominent and a little bit more easier for the Lord to show up on Jake. The Lord would just pull up on Jake. Imagine that, man. You just somewhere in the wilderness and a spaceship just pulled right up on your ass. You know?
They didn't have no TVs and shit. A nigga be like, man, that's Project Bluebeam. That ain't no.
Nah, there wasn't no TV, and you could feel the vibration. You feel you know what I mean. Whenever the chariot would show up, everybody would bow their face down. It was like you was compelled in the spirit to just put your face to the earth. You didn't even want to look at it. You was like, God damn, that's just like some magical stuff going on up there.
You knew that had to be from the Most High.
Yeah, you knew
They
it.
wasn't thinking it was no damn aliens.
Nah, they knew exactly who was in there. All right, keep going.
And it says, and Moses and Aaron came before the tabernacle of the congregation, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, get you up from among this congregation, that I may consume them as in a moment, and they fell upon their faces.
Yep. The Lord said, I'm going to kill their ass too, man. All right? I'm getting them too. Right? So a lot of you members that are attached to these little bugged out camps, all right? If you don't get the hell up out of there, okay, and repent, the Lord going to get you too. All right? He ain't just going to get your leader and then, you know what I mean, you're going to be some lost sheep that gets to restart all over again. You know, because that's what probably a lot of them think. They're going to think that when they watch their leaders die, oh, okay, well, I made a mistake and I went the wrong direction. Let me go find GMS now. I knew they had the truth. No, if you got to repent now from that nonsense, man. So that way a lot of that strife and that envy don't linger in your spirit when you watch your leaders drop like flies, man. You better get rid of that spirit now, man. Okay, or else the Lord is going to consume you like how he going to do your leader, man. All right? And then go what verse is that?
That was 45.
45. Go to
Let me jump to 49.
I was just gonna say Ananias and Sapphira.
Yeah.
When you go into the book of Acts, the Lord made an example out of them, because in a time where the church needed to gather themselves together and be all on point in one mind, they literally left out. You know, they put their possessions in too.
Right.
You know, everybody had to put in the pot, like we spoke of earlier. They just left one thing out. Oh well, maybe just in case, let's just put this to the side. You know, that's kind of like what you guys doing. You're not following the complete order. That was to show you that, you know, the Lord is a specific order with the body, man. You can't be breaking that. You know, you go off and you be willful, you do your own thing, you might not come back. You might get put to death for that. All they did was just scoot it a little bit to the side. You know, they probably didn't even register that was wicked, but it was wicked, it was deceitful.
Right.
You know, so whatever, that's what we're saying. There's something in the midst of you guys to where you're, you know, there's some deceit.
Yeah.
Cursed is he that do the work of the Lord deceitfully.
Right. It's not all the way 100% honest. You dudes ain't even 100% honest with yourself at this point. You know what I mean? That's why you resort to all these gimmicks. You know what I mean? Somebody that has to do a gimmick to sway the minds of the people that's the most insecure nigga in the room. Right? Like you got like a class clown. The class clown is the most insecure in the room. Right? He got to make everybody laugh, and he got to go against authority and just keep a charade going, a clown show, right? And everybody think he cool and he got it all together, but little the motherfuckers know he going home. His father is an abusive alcoholic. His mother's a whore. He going through the most problems, but he got to keep the gimmick going to distract the people from what's really going on. So a lot of you dudes, you ain't 100% honest with yourself, and that's because deep down inside you wicked, and you still had them thoughts about adultery.
And you're gonna need the body. That's why I brought that out. It's gonna come a time where you might need the real brothers. And there's no honor among thieves. These guys that y'all breaking bread with, the niggas that already done cussed out the elders and shown themselves to be demons on the low. When all hell break loose, you gonna want to check up on me in a great millstone. We might need to house one another. We might need to break bread. We might need to. It might be a number of things we gotta do. Hospitality, whatever. Where you gonna go?
Hey,
You gonna be stuck with them niggas that already done showed themselves backbiters and shit.
You gonna be in a FEMA camp with them niggas.
Hey, imagine a nigga being like, yeah, but my wife said, you know, you guys can't stay.
Oh man.
Yeah. Bitch ass shit.
Yeah, them the type of niggas.
You're gonna have to
we're
cuss
them type of niggas.
You're gonna have to cuss your wife out in that day, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Straight up, man. You get, you know, a lot of you dudes, man, you gonna follow these leaders straight into a detention center, man.
My wife said no.
A
bro.
FEMA camp. You gonna follow your wife right into a FEMA camp.
We're already pressed for space. Shit's already through. Shit's already through. Yeah, but the wife said we already pressed for space, bro.
I just asked her, man.
You
She
know?
said.
She
Yeah.
said, nah, man.
Yeah, I can't do it, man. You know, man. It's only 3 beds here. I mean, I need 1 bed. The other bed, we got to put our belongings on, and the other bed, nigga, just coming up with excuses to, you know what I mean, to not be involved.
Shit's already hit the fan.
You know,
Shit's already fucked, too.
you know,
Yeah.
you niggas is full of shit, really. Just like these niggas was. Keep going and read that, and then we gonna get the other
Verse
precepts.
49.
Probably shut it down.
It says, now they that died in the plague were 14,000 and 700 beside them that died about the matter
Man,
of
the
Korah.
Lord killed 14,000 niggas, man. Just like that. Like, nah, fuck it. 14,000 of you niggas got to go
Real quick.
real quick, and then and the Lord don't give a damn, man. Okay, contrary to what y'all think, you ain't special to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai as you think, man.
Yeah.
All right? The Lord will murder your ass, man.
And the scriptures say that any man that's highly exalted among other men that the Lord ain't set up, hey, you hear the apostles cuss other jakes in the body out like, hey, bro, don't be idolizing me. Don't be putting my pictures up. You gonna get me jacked up. The Lord is a jealous power. You know what I'm saying? So this is a very meek walk.
Right.
You know, we don't ever want to exalt ourselves to where we want that glory. Hey, you might piss the Lord off, and it's not even you. It could be other men praising you. And then the Lord you know what? I'm gonna make an example out of this guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, yeah. It's not a game, man. All right. The Lord is not playing when it comes down to disorderly conduct, man. You know, that's not a game. Jake think it's a game, man. Because in the world, you can get away with being a disorderly buffoon, right? Niggas get rich off of being out of order, man. That's not how it's not gonna go like that out here in this truth, man. It's not gonna go down like that, man. Okay?
With your fame now on this end.
Yeah.
Like, bro, yeah, this is a meek, solitary walk to where you don't get fame. Hey, all these red pills and all of that, cussing these women out and putting them in order, really that started with us and our elders.
Right.
All of these movements that these people getting paid and getting praised for, but we not getting no credit for it, and we not looking for that. But we gonna get that pay on the back end. It's gonna be made manifest. You know, once the Most High just disappear all you niggas, you know, you false prophets, and bring that judgment, we gonna be the last one standing anyway. We gonna get the real reward, and that's really just, you know, safety.
Right.
You know what I mean? And peace. You guys want this payout on the front end, and the fame and women and all that. Well, you gonna get destroyed anyway. You know, so you can have it.
Yeah, and like I was just about to say, yeah, the Lord gonna give it to you on this side too.
Yup.
He gonna let you taste it. You know what I mean? Because when the Lord destroy your black ass, you gonna realize that it was all vain. You know what I mean? And it never meant anything. Nigga on No Jumper podcast. What are you talking to them niggas for, man?
Them niggas.
Come on, man. I don't even put me in the same room with any of them niggas,
None.
man.
Adam 22.
I don't want to be around no nigga like that, man.
Yeah.
Why are you even comfortable? Why the fuck are you comfortable being around them type of dudes, man? You know what I mean? Can we get that in Acts?
Oh yeah, you wanna get that?
Yeah.
Acts 19.
Go ahead.
This is,
You gotta speak up. You gotta, cause you're pretty far.
this is 1 Peter 4 and 17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High.
Yeah, the house of the Most High is dealing with you Israelites. Okay, you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right? Judgment is gonna start with y'all first, man. Because y'all are the people of God, man. Okay, the Lord gave his covenant to you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? So y'all are held to a different standard than a Chinese man, than an Arabian man. And yes, the Lord does deal with order like that. The Lord separates nations. Okay? Not every nation is just God's people.
And they should know that.
They should know that. I mean, obviously the Chinese man can't dunk like you. Obviously the Chinese man, he don't have the talent, the salt you have, and the zeal for the Lord you have.
And you're the downtrodden, you're the poor. You go to an Indian restaurant, who's in the back? Why is the food actually good?
Right.
Because you got Israelites cooking it. You ain't got no fucking nigga with a towel on his head back there.
Right.
You got the Latin tribes back there.
And
When you go to a Chinese restaurant.
Right.
So Jake should understand this.
Yeah.
I've worked where it's Latinos and then another race, and the other race clearly think they're better, treating them like modern day slaves. Like when we tell our people, you know, give them the testimony of these scriptures, they should be right on board.
Right.
You know, but Jake, they done been rocked back to sleep. The so-called white man let you go shopping,
Yeah.
get a few dollars and put a fitted hat on, and you think that is cool. Ain't no problems.
Right. Keep going. Keep going. Hey, keep going. Oh, it did?
Where you at? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you know, a lot of Jakes don't realize that the Lord has a special bone to pick with y'all. The Lord gonna get the heathen, okay? They're always open for judgment, but the Lord has a special bone to pick with y'all because y'all were given a covenant in blood, man. All right, and that's serious to the Lord. Okay, the Lord ain't like you goofy ass niggas. You just give your word to somebody, and then 2 weeks later you just forget, and then just backbite, and then don't follow through with your promises. Okay, that ain't how the Lord get down. The Lord is a man of His word, like a real man is supposed to be. All right. So if the Lord has declared you His people, and then you had Jake in the wilderness, you can read about it in the scriptures. Jake agreed to everything. Jake, forget about that. No, you agreed to this. Okay? This ain't something that, oh, that was my forefathers. I don't know nothing about that. No, you more than likely, everybody in this generation was probably there in the wilderness, man. You agreed to this covenant, man. With your mouth, you agreed to it, man. With your spirit, you did. So, hey, man, you gotta. The Lord ain't doing nothing but just upholding the standard that He said He was gonna uphold on you in Deuteronomy 28.
Blood in, blood out.
Blood in, blood out. This is what the Lord said He was gonna do. He ain't lying. You lying, nigga.
And if the Lord didn't get us in the wilderness, and He didn't create us a nation and get us when we were swaddled, and like the scriptures say, you know, when we couldn't fend for ourselves, we would have been exterminated by them other nations out there. We were nomads at the time. We wasn't even a people.
Right.
We received the inheritance from the Most High under that covenant. So, you know, Jake not even grateful for that. They more in the spirit, like, man, why we had to come under this covenant? Damn, why did we even make a covenant?
Yeah.
You know? And you see how people now, they don't even want to consider. They don't want to have nothing to do with the truth.
Right.
Nothing with being no Israelite. You just had some cats walk by.
Laughing.
They heard what we said. They just walked on.
Yeah.
So what you think when the Lord brings this judgment? He's gonna gut you. He's gonna gut your black or your Latin ass because you don't even
consider it.
you don't even consider. You know, you don't want this.
You don't want it.
So
Yeah.
you're gonna die by your enemies, by your oppressors. These nations that hate you, they let you come in the back of the kitchen and cook for them and shit because they using your stupid ass. When they get that demon on them to exterminate your dumb ass, you gonna call out to the Lord and He's gonna kill you.
I was watching this movie the other day. It was called American Insurrection. Brother, so watch that. I think,
Movie?
yeah, it's a movie. But it's about like the white militia. Basically, the world is in civil war, and the white militia groups, they take over. They take over, and you know who they was hunting down? Hunting down Jake.
Niggas.
Them white militias was hunting down Jake. They was looking for Jake.
First purge.
Yep. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you Jakes, you don't understand. You getting ready to be left to your enemies, man. Okay?
The final purge too.
Yep.
Or forever purge.
Yeah, the forever purge.
That was a good one.
Coming after Jake. And look at Jake. Jake is
a clown, man.
Jake is getting fat out here, just going to restaurants. You know, the women is all fat and
Fucked up in the head.
The men is just weenie. You know, and meanwhile, Esau, these militia groups, these niggas is doing hand-to-hand combat, learning jiu-jitsu. They in the wilderness learning how to be an expert marksman with their gun.
All you
You got that monk video. You got that little Chinese kid. He on a splits.
Right.
He crying. He crying bloody murder.
If you look at social media, all our people are doing is dancing, dancing like a bunch of court jesters.
Yeah.
And these other nations is getting ready, prepared for what's coming on the earth.
Yeah.
All these stupid ass women doing is shaking their ass. What you gonna do when you can't shake your ass no more?
Right.
Hey,
When
you-
all hell is breaking loose with your stupid ass.
How about yesterday? You had the Dubois fight with Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
Two big niggas in the ring, and then that pussy ass Sheik just sitting right there, right in the center.
Yeah.
He's sitting there like this.
Yep.
You know the Sheik?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
He just sitting right there, front and ring. And two big black ass niggas just beating each other up.
Hey,
Yeah.
the scriptures say that nation is gonna when all hell break loose, nation is gonna go back to nation. The Chinese man gonna go back to his people.
Yeah.
All right, and they're gonna have to die about that. What you niggas gonna do?
Yeah.
You divided the black woman out of her fucking mind.
Right.
Who she gonna come back to? She done pissed the whole nation off,
That's right.
talking shit. You gonna be out there by yourself, and these other
Niggas.
nations gonna kill your ass, man,
Uh,
because they already hate you.
Yeah,
You know, you look at these niggas, you just get mad, man,
Yeah.
because you think you're so fucking smart and you got it together, not knowing that the Lord is sharpening a sword against you dumb niggas, Latinos, and Native Americans, because He's calling you back right now.
And
You get these niggas just think it's a game, just walk up and down smiling and shit,
and
laughing and shit.
And Esau, he ain't. It ain't gonna be no open arm opportunity. It ain't gonna be no government assistance program this time.
Nope.
You already ran that dry. Okay, this time the Esau he gonna come after you
Yep.
because that's what he always wanted to do. All right.
And y'all scared of the so-called white man.
Right.
You can't say we lying. What did he do to you, you dumb, stupid niggas and Latino? And we tell you that he getting ready to move on you again. Oh no, he not. Then why the fuck you scared of the so-called white man then? You keep all his laws. You gangster until he show up. Then you tuck your tail and you put your head down and you talk proper.
Yep.
You faggot ass niggas.
Yep. Exactly. Go finish that, and then you get that axe.
First
And get
Peter
that numbers, and we'll shut it out.
It's locked
War-
too.
No, it's all good.
17.
All right, what's up?
For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what shall be the end of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh Shemel Shai?
Right, yeah. So what's going to be the end of just these rebellious niggas out here, man? Okay? They're going to get it bad, man. All right? Jake is getting ready to get it bad because you're rebellious. Even 2/3, man. Now, we was going into, a situation dealing amongst the body, but 2/3, you niggas is just as guilty, man. Because here it is, you out here, you see the prophets out here, and you niggas don't even try to inquire. It's like these niggas Jake is like in another world or something like that, man. Jake will walk right past here and just keep on with his conversation about a fucking Starbucks latte, and he hearing us break down the scriptures.
And it got me with the black woman because it makes me mad because all these men are in the vibration of the black woman. Rebellious, nothing matters, they do nothing wrong. The whole earth is in the spirit of Eve.
Right.
That's what the whole story of Eve is about, really. You know what I'm saying? Committed to the serpent and then seduced all mankind to be just like. That's why I got pissed off right now because you look at these niggas and you just like, God damn, man.
It's just
Fuck, these niggas gotta go, man.
It's like it's no light in these motherfuckers, man.
Yeah.
It's like it's no light. It's nothing left. And these motherfuckers is just animated bodies, animated corpses. Like we always say, just zombies.
Yep.
You know what I mean? The only thing that's keeping these motherfuckers alive is bread and circus.
It's the trends.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever trend next week, men are gonna wear panties and eat shit.
Yeah.
You get enough people to do it, they gonna do it.
That's the only thing keeping them alive. And niggas go off of these trends and they build off the shit.
Wearing panties and eating shit, bro.
They build off the trend, and the trend gets bigger and bigger and bigger until it becomes niggas' identity.
Now it's valid. Now
Yeah.
it's homosexual. Being a thug nigga, homosexual, it's accepted now. You know, because enough following got in motion.
Right.
So you people are animated corpses.
Yeah.
Whatever the enemy puts out there, drugs is now, oh yeah, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, we got the loud pack, nigga, drinking the lean. Nigga, 20 years old, kidney failure.
Yeah.
Because it's a trend.
Yeah.
You know, and so Salaki, that's why we get mad at you dumb niggas, because you look at us like we don't know what we're talking about. When you pull up your files, you're a complete degenerate.
Right.
You're destroying yourself.
Right.
You're a complete hypocrite. And you need death, really.
Straight up asshole.
There's no healing, there's no therapy. You need to be put to death. That's it.
Right. Can we get that Acts 19?
Oh yeah, Salaki.
Yeah, so look, we're gonna get another account of, some Jakes that was out of order, okay? And we'll see what it cost them, man. But,
Acts 19 and 13. Then certain of the vagabond Jews, exorcists, took upon them to call over them which had evil spirits the name of the Lord Jesus, saying, we adjure you by Yahushua. That's the true name of who you ignorantly call Jesus.
I think, you know what? Can you go a little bit more up? Because
Okay.
I want to go in, because, it was like a certain mindset that they had when, let me see. I'll tell you. No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, you're good. Keep going.
Okay, let me read it the right way. Then certain of the vagabond Jews, exorcists, took upon them to call over them which had evil spirits the name of the Lord Yahushua, saying, we adjure you by Yahushua, whom Paul preacheth. And
Yeah.
there, oh my bad.
Yeah. So basically, you had some Jakes that, because you had a lot of miracles going on in that time period where you had Paul doing miracles, casting out demons. Peter was doing miracles and casting out demons, right? So you had some vagabond Jakes. Can we get that word vagabond in the blue letter? What that mean, right? You had some vagabond, just some rebellious Jakes. You know what I mean? Some Jakes that didn't want to come under the order. You know what I mean? But they was trying to heap glory unto themselves. That's why when they got to that demon, they mentioned Paul's name. Like, hey, you know Paul? Paul know me. You know what I mean? But the Lord don't know you. Okay? The Lord don't know a lot of you dudes that's coming up out of nowhere with this crazy shit. Okay? Gathering lost souls, right? Trying to be some prophet, some high profile leader. The Lord don't know a lot of you niggas, man.
Here it is.
Right.
The Greek word for vagabond is perierkomai, wanderers, strollers. You see, to come all around, vacillate. That word.
Let's just get it in the etymology.
Okay.
Somebody just get it now.
Wondering about you.
Yeah, but wandering, a wanderer. A lot of you jakes that's coming up against the order, you're really just some wanderers, man. You're just somebody that just want to be down with something. Okay, we know what it is with you niggas, man. A lot of you motherfuckers is just looking for a friend group, a social club to be a part of, man.
You're still a Gentile mind state.
Vagabond in the etymon line, wanderer, unsteady. So undecided.
You're undecided. You here, you there. You know what I mean?
Unsteady.
You know, and you hear that a lot with some of these dudes that's coming up. I agree with the apostles on this, but with that, I can't get with it. Nah. You know what I mean? You undecided. Some niggas is out here watching GMS, but then they watching GOCC, but then they watching IUIC. They watching all types of other camps, just mashing it all together, thinking that they coming up on a level. You're a vagabond, man.
These podcasts are doing that.
Yeah, that's what these podcasters is doing. And that's what these vagabond Jews that were trying to be exorcists, they were literally just some niggas that was getting the information here, information there, information this, and then thinking that, okay, well, we can do what they did. You know what I mean? It can't be that hard.
Kevin Samuels tried to do that. He tried to take the exact scriptures and cuss these women out, sort of in the name of the Lord, but it was like, nah, I gotta take you out of here, because you ain't, what about the rest of the truth? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He tried to use the fucking women topic of the scriptures
Right.
as a cloak of
And-
maliciousness, you know?
And Kevin Samuels, he didn't come under. I mean, if you gonna use the scriptures, man, you need to come under the men then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You better shout out the apostles of Great Millstone. Not saying that it's all about that, but that's just the order of things.
He tried to deal with that black woman demon. Hey,
Yeah.
He got up out of here. Them spirit, they got his
Hey,
ass.
get your ass. Yeah, you can't. You got the spirit of the Lord. The black woman, that demon, kill you, man. And that's what it did. It killed his ass, man. The black woman demon killed that nigga, man. The black woman demon, because you know that's a demon. That motherfucker jumped from one bitch to another bitch.
Yeah.
So that demon just jumped on a bitch and just put that nigga to death, man.
Stay away from that motherfucker.
You know, he had the spirit of the Lord to combat that. It was cute. It was funny. It was informational in a sense, but at the end of the day, I mean, the Lord wasn't dealing with him. The Lord don't know him. He's a vagabond Jew, trying to exercise power in his own right. Can you read that again one time?
There was certain, this is Acts 19 and 13, then certain of the vagabond Jews, exorcists, took upon them to call over them which had evil spirits the name of Yahushua, saying, we adjure you by Yahushua, whom Paul preacheth. And there were 7 sons of one Sceva, a Jew, and chief of the priests, which did so. And the evil spirit answered and said, Yahushua I know, and Paul I know, but who the fuck are you?
Yeah, he said, yeah, who are ye? Yeah, it's a lie, yeah.
But who are you? You know?
Yeah.
And these guys, real quick, like Sakari and you guys got the burners with you at camp. A lot of you niggas are taking on positions to call out these evil spirits in the world, not understanding that, hey man, you're gonna have to face that real soon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Esau gonna roll on you. You gonna have to be battle tested. We in the spirit, we ain't claiming to be Rambo. We pretty much tie it all back to Yahweh Shema Shai. Lord's willing, He protect us. You know? Because all our trust is in the Lord. That's what we boast in. You guys are gonna have nothing to show for. If Yahweh Shema Shai is not backing you up, Esau Edom gonna have it on record that you got the sticks at camp, you know, and whatever the hell you other groups are doing, there's gonna be a lot of things you're gonna be challenged with. The Lord not with you, man. Hey, your congregation gonna come against you.
Right.
Find out you've been lying to them the whole time. in a time where they don't have nothing to lose, you know, they might tell you to come into the church. We just want to celebrate for the pastor today, and they're gonna put you to death.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for real. Hey, yeah, because a lot of you dudes, you ain't exercised to work them spirits, man. You ain't been vetted long enough. You know what I mean? You ain't went through certain trials. You know what I mean? Certain lessons come up, so you can elevate. You don't take heed to the lesson. A lot of you dudes is not qualified to be dealing with these spirits out here, man. You know what I mean? And these vagabond Jews, they wasn't qualified to deal with those spirits on that level, man. Okay? And they didn't even come under the church. They was just jakes that just seen how it was done and just thought they could just do it their own way. And like I said, you got a lot of camps out here. I think the sign. Yeah. You got a lot of camps out here that that are out here in LA, right? You know, they out there in Los Angeles. You know what I mean? And you know, they know it's a GMS Los Angeles camp, but I've never seen them. We've never met them. They've never came and showed their face. They never showed their allegiance, but they just somewhere out in fucking Hawthorne or Watts, just doing their own thing with no order.
The spirit didn't put them there.
The spirit didn't really even put them there. Really, they just trying. Really they just winging it.
Oh, see, we in the hood. We
Yeah.
actually doing the work. We in the hood
Yeah.
for our people. You know what I'm saying? No, that ain't the Lord. Hey, the Lord already had us leave downtown for a reason. He already
Yeah.
scattered us where he needs us to be. Why the fuck are you going on? One day them niggas might get sick of listening to your ass.
Yeah.
Because them niggas catching hell in the hood.
The IUIC,
They might blow your ass away.
they had dudes come up to them.
Yep.
And was like, hey, we don't even want you here, bro.
Yeah.
See?
They should have shook the dust of their feet, but they started arguing, and they kept contending with them.
Yep.
Like, bro, you ain't gonna get nobody.
Trying to
there,
fight over the block.
bro. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You niggas is trying to fight over that block, and you trying to do shit for men's eyes, man. You know what I mean? But that ain't what this is about, man. You got to do things decently and in order, man. And if you don't, the Lord is going to turn the tables on you. Can you keep going? They're going to show you how the Lord turned the tables on these dudes that was out there trying to exorcise a demon out of somebody.
Acts 19 and 13. We go 14. And there were 7 sons of one Sceva, a Jew, and chief of the priests, which did so. And the evil spirit answered and said, Yahushai I know, and Paul I know, but who are ye? And the man in whom the evil spirit was leaped on them and overcame them.
Yeah, he jumped on their ass. You know what I mean? And when it says a man had an evil spirit in him, okay, it's not what like the Hollywood cinema, like a nigga just got like a demon, he just foaming at the mouth on the
Roped
bed.
in the chair.
You know what I mean? He levitating in the air. Nah, a lot. It was just like a regular dude who was just a evil nigga. You know what I mean? That'd be the equivalent if we went to like the jungles in LA. The gang neighborhood that's called the jungles in LA, and find the worst nigga in the jungles, and then we sitting there trying to, hey man, you know the name of the Lord, and we bothering him. He trying to leave. We fall on him around the fucking apartment complex. But hold on, bro, hold on.
Take this flyer out.
Wait a minute, bro. Well, hang
Just
on,
take the
bro.
flyer, man.
You need to hear about Yahushai. Hang on, bro.
Start rebuking
Take
them.
the flyer. Take the flyer, man.
Yeah, take the flyer, bro. Where are you going, bro? Where are you going? Eventually, that nigga, he'll get mad and be like, hey, man, get the fuck out of here, man. Probably pull a gun on your ass. That's what happened in this situation. That nigga, they pissed this nigga off not doing things the correct way. They don't know. These jakes, they didn't know how to discern the spirit. They didn't know how to deal with spirits. They weren't trained in that aspect, man. You know what I mean? Because, you know, in the body, you know what I mean, you get trained on these type of things, man. You get briefed. You know what I'm saying? Just like in the military, before they send you off to Afghanistan or wherever, they got to train you about the land. They got to train, okay, don't say this to the civilians, because a lot of the civilians are hot-tempered. They already don't want you there because you're an American soldier. Make sure you go over here to this checkpoint. You get briefed, right, on how to handle the situation of the land you're in. These dudes, they weren't briefed, right, because they didn't come under the church. They didn't come under the right way. They didn't come in the spirit of Yahushai, man.
Certain spirits, you got what's that? A soft word turns away
Way
wrath.
wrath, yep.
There's different The Lord gives us clues how to deal with evil. Some niggas you could cuss out. You know what I mean? Or whatever. But let me finish. And the evil spirit, no, 16. And the man in whom the evil spirit was leaped on them. And the man in whom the evil spirit was leaped on them and overcame them and prevailed against them, so that they fled out of the house naked and were wounded.
Yeah, so yeah, they got their ass whooped, man. He whooped their motherfucking ass. And the Lord did that as an example to show, like, look, if you don't come up the right way. Somebody get that real quick, and then we'll go to that Numbers. We'll finish off right there. But any man that come up another way is a thief and a robber. The Lord did that to show, like, if you don't come up the right way in this thing, okay, I'm gonna have something bad happen to you, right? Because really, you know, you putting dirt on the Lord's name. You know what I mean? You putting dirt on the Lord's name, not coming up the right way. Because you doing shit the wrong way, and then you gonna have the nerve to come in the name of Yahushua. Who knows how these niggas was approaching this nigga with this evil spirit? They was probably some niggas themselves, and then they want to say Yahushua. You know what I mean? It's like, man, you better not use my motherfucking name and you acting like that.
Jake see it the way he want to see it. You know, everybody want to, you know, you think about Hollywood, Boys in the Hood, or Baby Boy. Everybody want to stroll up and look a certain way and do things a certain way to get that glory. But it's a way that Yahweh Shem Shai won't shit played out. And in this world, they teach you, if you ain't like, I'm that dude, what's happening, cuz, and all that. You know, the way the Lord got it set up, you know, there's a way to do it. It might not be to just jump off the top rope. Let's get down, nigga. Yeah. Not everything go down that way. You know what I'm saying? But everybody wants that. They want the glory. But Yahweh, we represent Yahweh Shem Shai. You know, the way the Lord can do it, you know, or, you know, casting off demons and shit, it ain't meant for you to just run up on anybody or, you know, you got to stick towards the script. Because once you start chasing your own heart, man, it's deceitful, desperately wicked.
Yeah, a lot of these Jakes got high level demons on them, man. That really you can't. He's a lost cause. Yeah. You know what I mean? But you know these other camps, they can't discern that. They in the hood with them grimy demon niggas. A lot of them niggas in the hood is lost causes, man. There's nothing you can say to them. That's why they in the hood. That's why the Lord got them in there, in the hood. Like, no, you put them lost cause niggas in this hood.
They don't even know what the fuck an Israelite is.
Yeah, they don't know what that is. You know, they live their life in a completely different realm. And here it is, you trying to force them to get down with the program. You're gonna spark something up in them, man, that you don't want to deal with, man.
Them niggas off. It's Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Blunts, Black and Mild. They out of their mind. Them niggas don't even drink water.
Yeah.
Niggas,
they don't eat vegetables.
Niggas asleep on the side of the road, waking them up. Hey, brother.
Hey, you know
you an Israelite, man.
You crazy, man.
Yeah, niggas sleeping under the bus stop.
Homosexuals, niggas trying to convert a homosexual for real. Like, nah, man. Hey, you gotta
the Lord gonna bring him your way, man.
Yeah, that's just what it is. You know, you all you gotta do is just preach the word the correct way, and the Lord gonna bring up who He want to bring up. Yeah. That's it. You know what I mean? And honestly, I prefer it that way. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because that's less trouble on us. Yeah. I'm glad we ain't got to be running out and finding niggas.
Personal lives.
You know what I mean? And going places. I know they over here. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm glad we ain't got to do that. All we got to do is just preach the word anywhere. We could be, hey, brothers have been in the middle of nowhere preaching and somebody will come up. You know what I mean? Somehow, some way, somebody will come up and listen. He finds you in the middle of nowhere.
We ain't got to go on no scouting mission to the salvation.
Yeah, we ain't got to do none of that shit. But you Jakes, you doing that shit, and then you getting backlash for it. Okay, you getting ran out the hood because them demons that's on them niggas out there. All right, them is demons those are lost cause demons, man. There's some demons are lost causes. Some people got demons on them to where it's like, okay, he can't receive the truth right now, maybe later. Some niggas got demons on them to where
judgment come, they gonna get it.
Yeah, when the judgment come, they gonna get it. Some people got demons on them it's not that high, it's not that deep on them, so he can receive the truth for a minute.
You just need that, you know, you need that proof. Maybe that woman gotta leave him, he gonna get it.
You know, but you gotta be able to discern that, and you gotta be trained to discern that, man. All right? A lot of you dudes wasn't trained. A lot of you dudes, you came in this truth been in the truth for 5 months, and then you just put a garment on and just run out there.
Hawam.
Yep. Yep. Just thinking that you just gonna, you know what I mean? You just gonna have it all in 1 week. It don't work like that, man. Somebody get that numbers. You got it? Yep.
This is Numbers 12:1. And Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses.
So here we go. Somebody again speaking against Moses, right? You know. Go ahead, keep going.
Because of the Ethiopian woman whom he had married.
Yeah, they was so Moses' brother, his brother and his sister, you know, they was coming against him because you know, once again, the authority Moses had, and that's what you got to deal with in this truth, man. You know, that be the big reason why a lot of these fucking bitch ass niggas come against the men of the Lord is because the spirit we got, the authority we got. So niggas will just come up with false accusations and just pick shit out. That nigga ain't got no job, man. That nigga rims ain't shiny, man. That nigga, you know what I mean? And that, you know, but that's what the men of the Lord, that's what we always had to deal with, man. The men of the Lord always had to deal with that type of rebellion, man. All right, go ahead.
It says, for he had married an Ethiopian woman, and they said, had the Lord indeed spoken only by Moses?
Look.
Had he not spoken also by us?
See, that same little envy demon that Korah, Dathan, and Abiram had, that same little envious, spiteful, little backbiting demon, man. Okay? And that's a spirit that's going on right now, man. Niggas just popping up mad for what? Like, who is this nigga now? Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like every week, who the fuck is this nigga now? Nigga, and he know the whole backstory. I said, yeah, yo, let me tell you something about GMS, man. GMS, they rapists, man. This nigga, like, he's like just mad as hell. It's like, well, who are you? Who the fuck are you, man? Like, you had that little Mexican cholo. Remember he was talking about Muatazak? He was like, that angel didn't show up on y'all. He was watching y'all, man.
Oh yes, damn.
Like, bro, who are you, man?
Did the Lord tell you to come say that, nigga?
Fuck is you niggas, man?
Damn, demon.
Niggas just want they little fame. You know what I mean? Thinking, oh, the Lord's dealing with me too.
Bro, don't even know Elder Muwatzazak.
Don't even know him.
You don't even know him, bro. You don't even know the brother Micah Allah, the brother Daniela. You know what I'm saying? You don't know them brothers, man. Those are great brothers right there, man.
Nah, Hawam again. I can only imagine what you said.
He was watching you, man.
Yeah.
He was watching you, Holmes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid ass.
And I don't ever speak about these other guys. Really, you rarely hear me. But I've actually experienced the dude. And to this day, he go out every day, and it's like, damn, bro, when you gonna apologize? We ain't looking for no apology, but it's like, he don't even know. I mean, he knew us. You know what I'm saying? And the nigga still. So I can only imagine when these guys want to make these false accusations, how far they'll go. Because I've literally seen a dude, nothing but showed this brother the way, and hey.
Yeah.
So hey,
And
just came
I was
against,
just
bro.
thinking about the scripture, how the scriptures say not every man have the same office. There's actually an office that the scripture says, and he that ruleth over you with diligence.
Right.
So the Lord set particular men to rule over particular men. You know what I
Right.
mean? Oh, we're all equal on the same. No, there's an office literally, and those are the apostles and elders.
Hey, I'm gonna say it just like the beloved brother Uriah said it. Just be happy you among the ranks, clown. Just be happy you involved in this thing. You worried about an office and my position is lower than his, and who give a damn, man? Like I said, in the next life, man, we gonna all be gods and kings, and we all gonna be the man.
scripture say don't exercise lordship over one another. We literally get what do you call it? We get checked by one another. The only difference is sometimes the guy that is in a higher rank, he already acknowledged, okay, I can't do that. You know, so the younger man might not have to rebuke him, but it could get there.
Right.
Brothers just give you a look, no matter if you higher than the bro or not. You okay, all right, Salakia.
Right.
You know, so we don't even exercise lordship anyway. We're
Right.
just there to sharpen one another in order. That's it.
That's all it's about, man. Can we get that? We just have to get that came up another way, and then we gonna go on Numbers, stay on that Numbers, and we gonna go to verse 10, and then we gonna shut it out.
John 10:1, verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold,
Yeah, into the sheepfold. Okay, how do you enter into the sheepfold, man? You got to be in order. That's the sheepfold, because sheep. Wait for this.
Wherever they park, I'll go get the niggas, take them.
Yeah, yeah. When you look at how when sheep move, right? When sheep are marching, they sheep march in formation. Sheep keep certain order. You ever seen sheep?
Yeah.
There be like 30 of them, and they all like marching in sync. You know what I mean? All right, they march in order. It's a certain program that sheep follow, man. So when it talks about the sheepfold, it's talking about a program. You got to tap into a particular program, man. All right, you got to uphold the standard of this thing, man. All right, you know you're supposed to do a certain amount of lessons a week. You uphold that standard, man. That's a part of being in the sheepfold. All right, you know you're supposed to
Shut up sometimes.
yeah, shut up or pay your tithes. That's a part of the sheepfold, man. Supposed to come out to camp every weekend. That's a part of the sheepfold, man. You following a particular program, man. But when you get outside of that, go ahead.
It says, but climb it up some other way.
Yeah, climbing up some other way. That's backbiting. Talking shit against the men who the Lord set up. You know what I mean? Trying to be some goddamn hot shot. Okay, you climbing up another way. That ain't how the Lord set it up, for real. Go ahead.
The same as a thief and a robber.
Yeah, you same as a thief and a robber, man. You ain't got no honor, okay? And just really, you just a bitch ass nigga to the core, man. All right? Korah, Dathan, and Abiram was just some low life, hoe ass niggas for real, man. That's all they was. They was just some low life. Nothing too far from what you see what's going on with Jake today. 2/3 today. Low life, low down, grimy niggas,
You're
man.
a thief and a robber because you're trying to steal the shine from where the Lord has set it up.
Right.
It say in Revelations 14:5 that there was no guile found in the elect. You know, and that these are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. You know, and we already know that the Lamb is Yahushua. His walk is what? It's we all know the walk of Yahushua. It wasn't peaches and cream. But the point is there was no guile found in them, meaning deceit. There was no deceit.
Right.
Whatever needs to be checked within yourself, you just gotta check it and get better and do what's right the next time.
That's right.
And these guys will not come back to repent. Look, the last thing I'm gonna say, me personally, bros don't know this. When I first came into the truth, the first few years, I was going behind. All these guys that was falling out, I was on Instagram going behind, sneaking into their message box saying, hey bro, why don't you just, apologize to the apostles? Why don't you just, I've done that maybe 3, 4, 5 times. Dudes that was getting outed, when they had that little window, I sneak in their message, hey bro, it's not even that serious. Why don't you just apologize to the apostles? You got to make a video to the whole congregation, do that. It's always failed. They've never done that.
Yep.
There's always a comeback. Well, no, man, see, they just don't understand, man. See, they said I put some brookie in a napkin and left it in the fridge.
Yeah,
They do
that's
some
they
stupid
said.
shit.
Man, I didn't even drink that milk. Bro. Nigga, you know what I mean? Nigga get all defensive. That's how you know that nigga gone, man.
Yep.
And that's where the rest of you niggas is. You just at this point you just like defensive ass little black women, teenage black women, just defensive.
Full of excuses.
Whenever you talk to black women, it's you ever notice like anything you say, what?
Yeah.
She just disagreeing just to disagree. Yeah, the sky is blue today. Really, it's like a purple, right? You know what I mean?
It's a derivative of purple.
I like sandwiches. I don't like sandwiches. I really like it. You know what I mean?
Talk about that. Walk off.
Yeah,
Just-
but you ain't got the right bread.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's always like you can never satisfy that bitch. Okay, that's how you niggas is. You can't satisfy you niggas, man. All right, you know?
Yeah, now that's why you got to take them to somewhere more expensive than Cheesecake Factory.
Right.
Because
Yep.
that wasn't enough.
That wasn't enough.
It's
Now,
it's going to turn into something else.
yep. They just keep going up with these bitches, man.
Oh, that steakhouse, Ruth Chris.
I don't do that no more. That was last season. Like,
No
bitch.
standard. Now you got
Fucking bitch.
I mean, look at all these camps. You got that nigga Bubba Live Bluefish, whatever his name is. That nigga teach mermaids, and he at the last Passover he put on a full concert with a Genuine hat, and he did some practicing because that nigga tore up that hat. He didn't drop it. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that.
That's what I mean. Like, there's no standard. I mean, now
Yeah.
niggas is putting on concert. He said, "Fuck it. This Passover is gonna be a full concert." That nigga came out in his Genuine clothing. I didn't even know it was him. He had the hat tilted over one eye.
Oh, man.
He took that motherfucker off and was spinning it. And,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
God
And
damn,
just
man.
Had the women coming up to the stage and shit.
Goodness, man.
There's
Hey,
no standards.
Then you had that self-proclaimed King David nigga. Remember that nigga's
Oh,
feast, his
that
little
nigga
Passover
bugged
feast.
out.
Got,
Yeah.
got the scrimps, got the lobster. This
Let's
is
show the
lobster.
spread. We
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
show
had
the-
a
niggas,
we gonna
big
show-
ass fucking.
Now let's get a look at the spread.
That seemed like a joke to this day. I
Yeah.
still like that. Esau set that up, or that's
But,
just like.
but you know what? That nigga was like in that video showing off that pork, and he was doing it like, yeah, GMS said I can't do it.
Yeah.
So that's how you know that's a demon, man.
That's sinister, yeah.
That's
You
like a
ever notice
sinister little
they
demon,
don't-
man.
They don't ever come at anybody else but GMS.
Yeah, all the time, man.
Always.
They did the whole family did that whole feast for GMS.
For GMS. Are you serious?
That was wild.
We gonna
Like-
have it on Easter.
You niggas is eating it. They
For Easter,
eating it.
too.
These niggas is eating it, and and you already know they sitting at the table. Yeah, GMS. They wish they could have some of this. Huh. Ain't that right, Elder? Yep, that's right. He eating that. You know what I mean? They all eating it. Just
That shit was
like, come on, man.
They
You
did.
think-
they was eating marinated ham that
Yeah.
was marinated in Coca-Cola.
yeah,
It's the marinated Coca-Cola.
cola ham right here.
Hey, we
GMS
must-
said we can't do it, so we gonna do it.
They must know we the men of the Lord then.
Yeah.
To go that far, I don't give a damn what a nigga do. We don't be thinking about these other guys.
Nah.
Until we gotta
Prove to you
defend the
niggas.
gospel. I don't give a fuck about Nate or none of them niggas at all.
We ain't finna go in front of Nate's building and prophesy with a megaphone. Look, we louder. This is all you want to see. We louder than that. Like, who give a fuck, man? Nobody give a fuck about what y'all got going on. Really, we really on some shit like, man, just leave us alone, bro. Just go do your shit over there. You gonna sell out to Esau, go sell your ass to Esau then, man.
We
Get
don't
the
even
fuck
care
away
about
from
no new
us, man.
members.
Right,
Fuck new Hey, only the elect.
right.
We ain't out here, oh man, we get out here today, man. We find some new members,
Yeah,
man. We gotta build
hopefully.
the church up.
Yeah.
don't care about none of
Hopefully
that.
get that brochure. You got to print it out or what? Give a fuck, man. Keep going. Go ahead.
Numbers 12 and 2. And they said, "Have the Lord indeed spoken?"
Go to
unto-"
verse 3 because we got to hurry up because this shit on 10%.
This is verse 3. Now the man Moses was very meek above all the men which were upon the face of the earth.
Yeah, he was very meek. Go ahead. Meaning he was humble. Right. Go ahead.
And the Lord spake suddenly unto Moses and unto Aaron and unto Miriam, Come out ye three unto the tabernacle of the congregation. And they three came out. And the Lord came down in the pillar of the cloud.
Yep. The Lord came, pulled up on him in a chariot. All right. The Lord pulled up in a chariot once again, like how he did with the whole Korah, Dathan, and Abiram situation. Pulled up on their ass with that chariot, man. Go ahead.
And stood in the door of the tabernacle and called Aaron and Miriam, and they both came forth.
Yep.
And he said, Hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I, the Lord, will make myself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream. My servant Moses is not so, who is faithful in all my house.
Yeah, so the Lord is basically justifying Moses right in front of their face. Like, look, you know what I mean? I set up, basically the Lord is telling Aaron and Miriam, like, look, I set up Moses to be a prophet. I set him up. You know what I mean? Y'all ain't figured that out by now? You know what I mean? That's how the Lord was talking to him. Like, y'all ain't figured it out by now? This is the man I'm dealing with. I split the sea for him. I was talking to him on Mount Sinai. Y'all ain't figured it out? Keep going.
Verse 8, With him will I speak mouth to mouth, even apparently and not in dark speeches. And the similitude of the Lord shall he behold. Wherefore then were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses?
Yeah, and the Lord is dealing with brothers on a high level, okay? And Jake know we on a high level, right?
Look the part to them.
Yeah, but we don't look the part to him. So Jake don't want to give respect and honor where it's supposed to be due.
They want us to be cute.
Yeah.
That's some faggot shit, Slocky.
No, that's good.
We was cute, all with curly hair and perfect beards and gold chains. You know,
Yeah,
Biting our lips.
biting our lips and licking our lips like LL Cool J every 2 seconds.
We'd be
This would
all right.
acceptable.
This would be the best thing going
Like
for
staring
them.
into the sun the whole time and shit.
You know.
They got squinted eye.
Niggas do that too.
You know. Hey, but that ain't how we coming. We coming raw and direct. Okay. So and Jake know that this Jake know deep down that this is the spirit of the Lord here, right? But Jake don't want to come under because once again Jake got that mama boy spirit. Can't nobody tell me nothing. I know best for myself. I manifest my own destiny. Stupid ass shit.
It's not world friendly.
It's not world friendly. A lot of people out here, they think that they manifest their own little destiny, not knowing that the Lord is the reason why you doing anything and everything, man.
And that's why that nigga Jagged Edge from Jagged Edge has this big ass following.
Yep.
Oh, that's Jagged Edge, bro.
Yep.
That's Jagged Edge.
You
Let's
know
get
what I
on
was
this live.
You know what I was thinking though? His brother, the lead singer, he sang better. His older brother, he got in two years in a row, almost fatal car accidents. Very bad. He just got into a recent one, neck broken. So I was thinking, I stumbled upon that dude from Jagged Edge video. I'm not saying he's a man of the Lord, but maybe he being preserved. He might still get judged, but he doing the work. He was doing the work. It was just him and one dude.
Yeah.
And he was getting it in though. It wasn't like no thing like, I'm Jagged Edge. Because even if you see that video where that woman came up to him, she was like, ain't you? And he was like, he didn't even want to talk about that shit. Like, man, just go, man. Like,
Yeah.
but he was literally breaking down the scriptures. I'm like, okay. And I saw that in the world when I used to listen to them. That younger bro, the one that's doing the work, he had the braids. He grew his beard first. The other bro kept that shaved face, and he teaching the word. Hey, you never know. Now, a dude like Sakari might get fucked up, but the Lord might open the door for a celebrity like that. That takes a big step.
No, that's beautiful.
But see, he sees the industry is over too.
Yeah.
And I kind of see that in his spirit. He kind of like, yeah, I ain't with this faggot shit.
No,
but
that's
I'm finna
that's a beautiful thing. And even that example that you just spoke of, how she went up to him. Why? Because
Because
you
he
was
was
Jagged Edge.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You gotta be ready to leave all that nonsense behind,
She
man.
probably ashamed of some of that
She
shit.
ain't go up to him because he was preaching the word.
Yeah.
You know?
It's because it's Jagged Edge. That's all Jake care about. It's Jagged Edge. Don't even hear it.
That ain't even his name.
Remember-
That's Jagged Edge.
You know what I mean? Stupid ass niggas, man. Like just like we said, if Jay-Z was up here preaching the word, wouldn't nobody come up for the word? They come up for Jay-Z.
Oh, you'd have some tuxedo niggas with some glasses trying to.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is how we make the money.
Yeah, this is how
The
it's
Bible every week.
It's the
You know?
Bible then.
Oh, that's what it is.
Damn,
Okay.
100,000. You know the 100,000 or a dinner with Jay-Z.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, keep going.
Numbers 12 and 9. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against him, and he departed. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous.
Yeah, that was her penalty for coming up against the order, coming up against the authority. The Lord came down and let them know straight up, hey, look, I'm dealing with him. This is my man right here. Who are y'all? You know what I mean? The only reason why y'all even around is because of him. You know what I mean? So then once the Lord gave them a sharp rebuke, and you already know their heart was trembling, and they just getting cussed the fuck out. You know what I mean? And the Lord fled the scene. Right away, Miriam lost her pigmentation, and once that happens, that's not like a small ordeal. Like, oh, she just lost her pigmentation. No, she had to leave the camp, because that's a part of the law. If somebody get leprous in the skin,
They get judged.
they can't be amongst everybody else. That's a plague. That's a disease. Somebody could touch you, and that might get on you.
Yeah.
So she had to get away. So that means that she had to be in the wilderness by herself. Even her kids couldn't be with her. Her kids, her husband, everybody had to just like push her off like a heathen. Like, get your ass out of here. You know what I mean? But that's the penalty for coming up against the order, man.
Isaiah 44, the Lord confirmeth the words of his servants. That's how you know it's going to happen again. The Lord's going to confirm who he's dealing with in these last seconds, because, we utter his words, pretty much to validate his own word. So that's coming. Right now, you guys still got room to grease, wiggle around and slither around, but Yahweh Shai gonna do that again. That's why prophecy is jumping off the page to confirm the prophets, what we've been saying. That's part of the fame we're gonna get, and everybody wanna take part in that. That's why everybody's picking up a fucking podcast now and trying to join in and say that we told y'all that this was gonna happen. Nigga, you just woke up to martial law. You know what I'm saying? Like, and all this shit. You took the jab.
Yeah, for real. Who the fuck is you?
That's right.
Who the fuck is you fresh and fit niggas?
We've been on this red pill for 8 years.
Right.
I've been on the red pill really longer than that. You niggas just jumping on that.
Yeah. You just now, and you can tell it's not even authentic with a lot of you niggas.
Yeah.
You just learned it, so you just kind of regurgitating, a James Bond movie or something like that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But you ain't really got the root of it all. That's why when them bitches be on you niggas podcast, you ain't really got no real answers for them. You just got the same little answer of, this is how a woman's supposed to be, and the statistics say. But you ain't got the real answer for them hoes.
These niggas are still looking for marriage.
Right.
You talking all that shit. If you find the right woman to seduce your dumb ass, you gonna get married and get taken to the bank.
Right. Goofy nigga. All right? Because it's the spirit of the Lord that makes a man stand upright, like the scriptures say. All right? And to remain in the spirit of the Lord, you got to come under order, man. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. We want to start off by giving all praises and immense glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom. Shalom.
Shalom.